game you can catch live on 94.1. In college football, the playoffs are set. Indiana is the number 1 seed, followed by Ohio State, Georgia, and Tech. They all get the bye. Miami leapfrog Notre Dame, leaving the Irish at home. They're going to face Texas A&M on Saturday, December the 20th at 11 o'clock. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center brought to you by Synergenics. Book your appointment at fixmylowteam.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Welcome in. It's the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm A.J. Hoffman. Over here to my left, the man, the myth, the legend. You know him, you love him. It's Mr. Rob Thompson. Good morning. Good morning, Rob.
I'll be here all week, most of the week. All the week.
And welcome back. I don't know what he's been doing. I don't know. His scratching arm looks tired.
Yeah.
It's Victor Brown. Good morning, Victor Brown. Did you win Christmas on a scratcher?
No, I didn't. I actually didn't play.
I saw
What?
a dude.
Yeah.
I saw a dude win $500.
Wow.
Like right in front of me.
See?
Was scratching right
You
there.
could be
$500.
next. You could be next.
You
is what they
can't-
always want you to
Yeah.
think.
You can't win if you don't play.
That's right. That is right.
We got $800 million, I think, tonight.
Well, you can. I mean, you can win if you don't play.
I think I might be down.
Yeah.
Do you buy tickets or do
Yeah.
you just do scratchers?
I do $20 scratchers and the tickets.
I might be buying a lottery.
You do the tickets when the lotto's big.
Yeah, sometimes.
So,
or
yeah.
sometimes I don't. Just whenever I have extra money, whatever the pot is, that's how much it is.
I like how I'll play for 500
That's
million.
me. I'm like a supermodel. I don't get
But
out of bed for less than
for
500
$40
million.
million. I'm not playing for
Spoiled.
40 million. I'll only play for 400.
Yeah, because
I
after
don't get out of
taxes,
bed.
that's
Yeah.
about 20.
But
you
yeah,
know?
My time is valuable. So 500 million up, well, other than that, man, it's a busy day.
Yeah.
I do the math like, okay, $40 million. Let's say the government takes half. That's 20.
Mm-hmm. And then you got to claim that as income on your income
right,
tax.
but then it costs you half of that to get divorced. So then what am I going to be, a single man with like $9 million?
That's nothing. Yeah.
It's called a Cook Island Trust. It's a Bahamian trust.
Yeah.
You're gonna need a new passport, but I think we can hide the money.
Oh, yeah.
Did you do anything exciting while you were gone?
No, just went to Austin for Thanksgiving for a minute with my son. Met most of his girlfriend's family. Came back, but just stayed at home with the grandkids.
And what did you think of the girlfriend's family?
Very interesting. They're
very interesting.
yeah,
He says, "You know what that means?"
Yeah, you know what it means. No, they were very nice. They're very well off. I mean, one of them was driving a Maybach, for Christ's sake.
Oh my!
But other than that, we met everybody. We had dinner.
So you're telling your son to get her pregnant? Is that the
No, I told her that's the exact opposite. I told her, look, don't, because if you do, you're not going to get a Maybach. All your money's going to go to the kids.
Well, but I mean, that's how you lock her in, is you get her pregnant.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's how you.
That's old school way.
Yeah, that's how you get your name on the birth certificate, and then you're in the money.
Then you're in the money.
That's right.
But
that's what I did. Knocked up my wife, and
then now you're in the money.
Oh boy, never ending supply. Never ending supply. Well, welcome back, Vic. Good to have you back here.
It was.
I got sick one day, and you weren't here, and I had to come in with a 105 fever and do the show because you were gone.
I heard that. I was on my way to Austin because my son had a blowout on the way back to San Antonio, and on the way
he just couldn't make it to Buc-ee's.
He was just right. He left his apartment maybe like 5 minutes on the highway. He had a blowout, so he was about 55 minutes away from here. So we had to drive all the way up there. I think it was Tuesday morning. That's the day you were out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I caught the end of the show at that time, and you were like, "Yeah, AJ's out," and Rob was doing the show solo. I'm like, "What happened?"
And you brought your son new pants and underwear, or
No. He left.
Oh, his tire blew out.
His tire.
I thought you meant he.
No. His tire. No, that's what I was talking about. Like his tire.
I thought you were saying he crapped his pants.
No. No, but his girlfriend picked him up, left the car on the side of the highway.
The Maybach?
Yeah, no, his Ford Fusion.
Let him finish the story. Let him finish the story.
Yeah. So, no, his girlfriend picked him up from the side of the road, had to take him to the airport. My wife and I drove up there Tuesday morning to fix the flat. He couldn't get one of the lug nuts off to put the spare on.
Bro, toughen up, man.
Yeah, no, he had a crappy jack. Or not a jack, a little iron that would bend.
Tire iron, yeah.
So he was going directly to the airport and had a blowout?
Yeah, he was actually going to come to our house so we can pick him up and drop him off. Yeah. So,
now I see the math. So then he had just got taken directly. Then you had to go pick up the car on the side of the road.
Mm-hmm. And then we drove it straight to Discount Tire.
I think a Christmas gift to him would be a good crowbar.
Actually, it's already in his car.
Good. All right. So.
And I bought him the insurance covered
Rob,
one
you got to
tire.
be careful.
Yeah.
Like, you got to remember that Vic's kids aren't white. Like, you can't just buy them crowbars. They'll get in trouble for that. Like,
no, this one's white. This one takes after his mom.
Okay.
Who's my other
can't
son?
just buy him a crowbar.
Oh, yeah. Like, listen, man, it's buying crowbars for white kids is different than
yeah, you can't do that.
Police pull over Vic's kids. They got a crowbar in the car. We're talking about catching a charge.
I told him, remember, if you have a baseball bat, you got to have a glove and ball in
That's
there.
right.
And then when you have a tire iron, you got to have a jack in there. You know,
Well,
so
I
you have
think
the
a
tire
iron
and
in
the
a
jack.
car, I don't think is probable cause for anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, says the guy with all the white privilege over here.
Yeah, I'm privileged enough to have a crowbar. A tire iron.
Oh, well, welcome back, man.
Thanks, man.
You were missed. So it's always a good time having you here. So glad to have you back. Robert, what about you were out? Where were you?
Out west.
Oh, you go west, young man.
Yeah.
Were you hunting?
No, I wasn't hunting. Just hanging with some old friends.
Just sitting around drinking beers and reminiscing of the good old days. Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Well, this was a secret society meeting, it appears.
It's just something I would like to talk about it, but it's
yeah, but I'd get kicked out of the secret order.
I was actually ushering somebody else. I wasn't. I was just there.
Do you have long maroon robes?
No. I was.
Amen.
So, just kind of hung out in the woods for a couple days.
Okay. All right. There's still some blood on your neck, it appears.
I can't really get into it.
Yeah.
I will say where I was, though. They do this government testing kind of stuff, and you can't call. They've got some kind of. I think they jam the cell phones. I honestly do.
Oh, really?
Because you get stuff, you just
can't send out.
Yeah, it's very strange.
Huh.
Like you can like.
Yeah, they don't want you to.
You can
call for
scroll
help.
on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You can scroll and you get the updates, but you can't post.
I'll tell you what pisses me off is when I've got like full bars and my internet doesn't work.
That's
and I'm like,
what it's like.
So what you're telling me, I got the best service I can have right where I'm at, but I can't bring.
And you try to send something that says not sent. You're like, well, I don't understand. I got all the stuff.
Jimmy gets very upset. Famous James, he gets very upset when you don't reply to the group chat.
I told him, dude, I saw that the next day, and even then, I'm like, it won't send. It won't. But anyway, no. I had a great weekend. I'm not trying to be obtuse. I'm just the people I was with. It was a.
Yeah, you're sworn to secrecy.
Yeah.
I understand. Everybody gets that. Everybody understands that. You blood oaths are blood oaths. It is what it is. I mean, yeah.
I don't have to kill anybody.
That's right.
I've already had the blood in, blood out kind of stuff.
Well, you don't want them to murder your whole family.
No,
that'd be terrible.
Not at all.
Yeah, I always think it's funny when James says something in the group chat and Rob just ignores him for a couple days, and then like,
really?
Oh yeah, Jimmy gets pissed off.
Well,
he's like, hey, I'm
not ignoring, but sometimes it's 24 hours later, and I'm like, I don't think he needs my comment on this now.
No, but
this
he's
is all
still
shaken
waiting
out.
on it.
This is all happened.
Wait,
Jimmy,
this is the WhatsApp thing, right?
Yeah.
No, this is on a text thread.
Yeah.
But Jimmy.
Oh, okay.
For those who don't know, Famous James, who works over at KTSA, Famous James considers himself, I don't know, like a full-blown comedian, but at least some sort of amateur, like, like if Star Search still existed, he'd almost certainly get through to another round, is all I'm saying. Like, and he'll hit with some one-liners, and you can always tell Famous James is trying to be funny because he'll after he says something, he'll say drum kick. Ba-doom.
Oh, yeah.
Like he just to let you know, hey, that was funny, man. That was a real zinger I sent you. And if Rob ignores it, there's nothing that pisses Jimmy off worse. So it'll be like the next day, like, oh, that wasn't funny enough for you? Oh, you didn't think that was good, huh? I thought I had a real good one. You just ignored it.
Yeah, not funny.
So I like sometimes to me the best comedy is Rob not replying.
Sometimes I don't think is that really a joke or is that just a statement?
Don't say that out loud, though. Oh, that would hurt him. That would really hurt him because he put drum kick. You know it's a joke.
Seriously, he is a consistent caller on the Eisen show.
Yeah.
So I don't know what he goes by. Is it James from San Antonio?
I think that's what it is. Yeah. But Rich Eisen.
Yeah, Rich Eisen gets a filler.
He gets a real kick out of Famous James. Rob, though, like you're just a lowly local guy, and you don't give him the time of day.
I find him. But I get a little bit of that free every day.
That's true. That's true. You get your share.
I don't have a segment to fill.
That's
that's some internal stuff. That's some radio.
He'll be like, man,
a little slow. Get James on the phone. Let's fill a segment.
I was on Eisen for 42 minutes today.
Oh,
really?
Yeah, evidently Eisen had Mexican last night.
So I gave him my family rice recipe, and man, he's like, so you chop up the carrots, you tell me.
Keep going.
Oh yeah. All right, we got a lot to discuss today. College football. Rarely do I lead a Monday with college football, but I think we have to today. I think
know.
the NFL is king. We all know that, but I think
it was a crazy day in the NFL. This is going to be a fun week.
Oh, man.
Because there's a lot of crying going on in the world. A lot of sadness in the world today.
Well,
a lot of sadness.
Apparently, the Chiefs.
Oh, the Chiefs.
The Chiefs.
Oh, Kelsey. Oh, you dropped the ball.
The Chiefs, much like Notre Dame, said, we're not going to play any postseason games.
Do anything in January.
You can forget about seeing us in the postseason. So we'll talk about the college football playoff announcements coming up next. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
Dr. Jacob Torres is my doctor. You know, on Mondays, a lot of people have used Monday as their get back to normal day, where they have to get off their cheat days and start really kind of, just giving up everything they love and adore about food for the next 5 days until they can make it to the next cheat day. If you're doing that, you're not going to lose any weight because you're not going about it the right way. And that's why Dr. Torres and the Institute for Functional Health have been so successful, because they address the mind as well as the body. And if you are craving food the moment you can't have it, guess what? The moment you can, you will. You got to learn not to, and there's no better place to learn how to live the rest of your life with a healthy plan in mind. It's Dr. Torres. He changed my life. He'll change yours. Trust me. I was the guy who woke up first thing, wanted something sweet, and wanted a bunch of caffeine, and carried that through the entire day. And before I knew it, over years and years, I weighed 300 pounds. I went and saw Dr. Torres thinking, I can't do what you want me to do. And, he convinced me to try. And before you know it, I started losing weight. And now I'm on a program I can live with. I want that for you. Call him today. The number is 210-468-1891. His website, IFFhealth.com, a valuable resource. Listen, you can start a program today, and before you know it, before spring break, you're going to have a body you're kind of proud of. Change your life. Call Dr. Torres today, and I know you're going to come on by and thank me later.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your early morning commute, no major incidents going on right now. Now, your travel time on 1604 westbound from I-10 to 281, that's about 20 minutes. I-10 eastbound Loop 410 to 1604, 5-6 minutes. On 281 southbound 1604 to Wurzbach Parkway, 5-minute ride. And on 35 northbound Loop 410 to 1604, 5-6 minutes. Everything right now rolling at posted speeds. No major incidents. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Commercial Insurance. Progressive Commercial Insurance flexes to fit your business's needs, from quick repairs to adjustable coverages and even payment options. Progressive Commercial makes it easy to get what you need. Get a quote today in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com.
Davis Law Firm secures important verdicts and settlements for Texans hurt in a car, truck, or 18-wheeler wreck, many in the millions of dollars. No case is too big or too small. And remember, there's no fee unless we win. So if you want more, call the Fours. Davis Law Firm San Antonio, 444-4444.
Discover the newest place to play at Top Golf New Braunfels, now open at 427 Creekside Way in the New Braunfels Town Center. This no golf knowledge needed experience is for everyone and is all about bringing more play and more fun. Top Golf New Braunfels features new games, new food and drink, a 9-hole mini golf course, and half-off gameplay Monday through Thursday. Take a swing with Top Golf's exclusive golf club, The Sure Thing, designed to make golf less hard for beginners or those whose game just isn't that great. Come play around at Top Golf New Braunfels.
By texting 24700, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from J. Crew Factory. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at jcrew.com.
At J. Crew Factory, we think shopping should be fun, really fun, as in scoring our exclusive collection of classic styles for the whole family at prices that can't be beat. And today, save even more. Just text GIFTING to 24700 to receive an extra $25 off your purchase of $75 or more at your nearest J. Crew Factory store. This holiday season, discover perfect presents for you and your crew. Shop cozy matching pajamas, toasty sweaters, amazing outerwear, festive accessories, and so much more. Get in the spirit at J. Crew Factory, where we have incredible deals every single day. Visit jcrewfactory.com to find your nearest San Antonio area store today. But first, get an extra $25 off your purchase of $75 or more when you text GIFTING to 24700. Text GIFTING to 24700 to get your $25 off coupon. That's GIFTING to 24700. See a store associate for details.
Pork rinds are the crunch time hero of the snack aisle. Low carb, collagen packed, and high in protein, so you can keep the energy high without the guilt. The PorkRinds.com Instagram will make a crunch time donation with each share of the Crunch Time Hero College Football Post, with each share equaling a $1 donation to the Archer Foundation, a nonprofit dedicated to helping families dealing with DIPG, DMG, pediatric brain cancer. Share on Instagram today and grab yourself a bag of Southern Recipe pork rinds at H-E-B.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, hims.com/joy.
When you switch to Progressive, you could save bundling your home and auto. Then you could put that money towards some of the surprisingly more expensive things in life.
Attention passengers, we've reached 10,000 feet and internet is now available for purchase.
I just paid hundreds for this flight, and you can't even throw in internet? I'll just take the free pretzels.
Sorry, but I do have snack boxes for sale.
I'm just gonna sleep.
In that case, we are selling pillows and blankets as well.
I'll just breathe. That's free, right?
Life costs a lot, so bundle and you could save with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Flight by Yingling is the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. You're locked on the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's showtime!
Turn that ship. Yeah. Oh, man. I was listening to some Rage this weekend. Decade over wrecking the styles. I'm buck wild. No shelter if you're looking for shade, Vic. JZCP says, AJ, did you make it to the Bernie game? Did they change your mind about high school football?
Oh, yeah,
I did make it to the game.
Yeah,
I was at the game. Oh, yes. And it was a great game, a great time.
Yeah. How was the turnout? Full house?
Not quite full house. There were more Bernie fans than Alamo Heights fans.
Oh, really?
One thing I did learn is the powers that be of high school football really, really wanted Alamo Heights to win.
If you ask most high schools around San Antonio, they'll agree with you that there always seems to be a preponderance of calls.
Like it took.
That go another direction.
Yeah, it took a lot. But hey, I went to that game because my childhood best friend, his nephew, is the quarterback at Bernie, and his name's Grant Sweeney. Kid's the truth.
Remember
man.
that name.
He is the truth.
So they win a shootout, and now they're off to the semis.
Yep,
one game away.
They're playing on Friday in the Alamo Dome.
Oh, against whom? Do you know?
Yeah, against Fort Bend Randall.
Oh, that's a new one for me. Fort Bend Randall.
Randall's won apparently 30 consecutive games.
Well, I remember when Willow Ridge was.
Is this 5A, 6A?
5A.
5A, yeah.
Okay.
And it's 5A D2.
Is it?
I'm pretty
there
sure.
we go.
Yep, 5A D2. But yeah, so they I don't know. I don't know how far they're going to go. I know that
not since Kingsbury has there been a run like this out of New Braunfels
or at Bernie.
I mean,
yeah.
I had New Braunfels. Not since I don't think Bernie's ever gone this far.
Oh, okay. Well, good, man. Good for them.
I could be wrong. Has Bernie ever made it to state semis?
Not that I remember.
Well,
maybe once.
So
they've always been good.
This kid apparently they were in Lake Travis, and the coach at Lake Travis has a son who's the exact same class as my buddy's nephew. So they moved. They've known he was going to be kind of a stud for a while. He moved to Bernie.
So
and then they moved to Bernie before his freshman year, and they got to Bernie, but Bernie, their coach, also had a son who was the quarterback, but he was 2 years ahead of him. So this Sweeney kid has gone the last his freshman and sophomore years, he went to TMI and started on varsity at TMI freshman and sophomore year. And he was like, my
sounds like a basketball guy.
My buddy was like, I made him better because he's like, he didn't have an offensive line to protect him, so it made him a better scrambler. And but he's like the dude at Bernie, so happy for him, man.
Good for them.
Happy for him.
You gonna go to the game in the Dome?
I am not because I'm gonna be in Houston on Friday. I wanted to go. I told him.
Is there only one game, or I wonder if they're stacking games?
I don't know, but I told my
research.
I told my buddy. I said if they win, I'll ride up to Dallas and I'll watch the.
That's
the
gonna
championship
happen
game
at
with you.
Jerry World, yes, sir.
So hopefully they can get the job done. Hopefully they can just their defense has to figure some things out. I will say this about Alamo Heights. Alamo Heights has this kid, number 21. I don't know his name. I think it's something, maybe Cortez.
The running back.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
He's the only good player on their team. He's an unstoppable force. And the guy behind me looked him up, and I guess he's committed to Cornell, which I don't know why he's wasting his time with Ivy League education, dude. Just go play football somewhere. Like
Cornell. Who
yeah.
wants to play for the Big Red?
Cornell.
Yeah, it's an ag school.
Yeah.
It really is.
No, but it was a good time. It's still high school football, but and again, if I didn't know someone there, I would have probably still not gone.
Which team had the better band?
Can I speak bluntly?
I would hope that you would.
Yeah.
The band stunk.
Okay.
And I can tell you why the band stunk.
It's cold?
No. All white kids.
No rhythm.
I mean,
no rhythm.
yeah, there's no rhythm. These white and that's to me. That's also maybe that's another part of
that. I don't.
You gotta have some soul in your section. You can't. I mean, come on. I'll tell you this: both those teams could use a brother at running back, wide receiver, something. This was the whitest football game
Bernie
I've
Alamo
ever
Heights.
seen.
I don't know what you were expecting.
Listen,
you're not from here.
Yeah, I grew up in Houston, and even
I could have told you that there's not going to be a lot of spice in the chorizo. If you know what I mean, at the game.
the fancy schmancy rich kid schools in Houston, they sprinkle in some brothers. Like
we're talking about two school districts that are actual towns. You have to live there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, all right. I'm just saying.
It's Barney, and it's Alamo Heights, man.
When you got that kind of money, you find a way to build an apartment and bring someone in that maybe doesn't normally live
Alamo
there.
Heights is legendary for a couple of apartments complexes that are directly
empty,
across
an
the
empty
street
mailbox.
that are never occupied.
Exactly.
Yeah, we know what we're doing over there in the Heights.
We don't care you live here or not.
You know, the brother that was there last year at Heights was one of the top recruits at Texas.
Was he?
He was one of the best athletes in the country. So they had one last year.
Well,
and he went on to Texas.
They could have used one. They could have used a brother. They probably beat Bernie. If one of those teams showed up with one brother, I think that team would have won.
Well, it's about to change. They're going to play some from Fort Bend.
Oh, yeah, Bubba.
Yeah, it's going to be a different band, I can tell you that.
Oh, I bet their band is badass. I bet so. I mean, let's face it. That's the reason why.
That was a random thing to say.
Did you not know white bands are way worse?
Well, I'm a fan of the Aggie band, and it's
mostly white. Yeah, but you see,
I think most.
There's a reason why, Prairie View A&M and
well, that's a different thing. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Nah, that's a show. That's a show.
What about Rice and SMU's bands?
Mostly white. They're mostly white, but I don't think they're known. Like, no one says oh, they're great musicians. They're fun. It's a fun show, but yeah,
what about the University of Houston band?
I don't. Listen, I don't know. Who am I to judge these high school bands? What do I know? I mean,
how about the food? Did you have anything?
I had a Frito pie.
How was it? Was it in the bag? Or
it was in the bag.
Okay, all right.
There was the cheese to chili ratio was horrific.
Yeah, sometimes
it was way too cheesy, not nearly enough chili, and give me a break. How are you out of hot cocoa?
What?
In the first quarter, they were out of hot cocoa in the place.
It's playoff game, so they didn't order appropriately. You're just eating. They're clearing out the store.
That's crazy. Hot cocoa should be the one thing you don't run out of in a December high school football game.
It's your
it
lead
really
item.
is. You can upcharge it.
That's right.
Normally, if you say, okay, what's a reasonable ask for a hot cocoa? $2.50
on a cold night. That's a $5 cup.
That's what I'm saying. You can. That's how you fill the boosters' coffers. The booster club can really make money off hot cocoa, but if you don't got it, what am I going to drink?
Well,
a cold sody pop? No thanks.
I wonder who gets the concessions gig on that. I guess that's San Antonio Independent.
I guess so. Yeah.
I don't think that's on either one of the schools.
Yeah.
Well, maybe at the Dome.
Okay. Grinch says BYO cocoa. Well, but then now the Dome's inside. I don't need the hot cocoa.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
And you won't get any good Frito pie at the Dome.
No. Can you get a cold beer in there?
Not during a high school game. No.
That's stupid. Let's get with the times, Greg Abbott.
When way back in the yesteryears when the Rock Pile played host to the San Antonio Gunslingers, that was one of the problems.
Was they couldn't sell booze?
I think they actually got a special dispensation that for certain hours a week that they could, but it was just to get through it. But no beer at the high school stadium.
It's a pretty cool stadium.
It's 100 years old or more than that, man. Yeah, that's something else.
There's two sections.
Did you go to the urinal? Did you see the trough?
No,
you didn't see the
didn't
trough.
have to go.
One of the few places left where
I didn't have any hot cocoa.
Oh, see, that's one of the few places left, like at Wrigley, where they don't really have urinals. It's just like
the
a trough. You just,
Buffalo's got the only stadium in the NFL that still has troughs.
And it's got like running water down one side and the other, like just basically a bed of a barn. That's the good old days, brother. I wish we still had those. No waiting.
Yep.
Shoulder to shoulder.
Oh, there we go. And Colby says Jeff Traylor's nephew is Sweeney's favorite target at Bernie. Yeah, Jeff Traylor's nephew is on the team as well. So he's the wide receiver for my kids or my buddy's kid.
All right.
So I'm guessing that's why I believe Coach Traylor was at the game. Maybe he was just there watch his nephew play.
Watch a game.
Yeah.
Just That's an easy recruit.
Oh, yeah.
It's an
I would
awfully
say
easy
so.
one when the kid your guy's throwing to is yours.
I would say so. Yeah, and I was I get there's a very small section of seats that are actually seats.
Yeah, right there in the middle. Yeah,
and I think because we were with the quarterback family.
Oh, you got to sit with the boosters. And
We
the
got
fancy seats.
we got the good seats. Yeah. There was a lot of people who were side eyeing us because we were.
You're not even from here. You're not here.
No, they knew that we weren't Bernie
right.
proper folk. They knew.
But then Bernie's got probably waiters bringing y'all like
Yeah,
caviar
they
and
did. They
champagne
did.
and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, just hors d'oeuvres, not full
That's
service.
Right. It was Friday night.
It was not full service, but they did have. I don't know if they would call them like a full hors d'oeuvre service, but it was like
heavy hors d'oeuvres. Yeah,
it was a solid
Football game
service.
fair.
All right. Got thrown off track. I do want to talk this college football playoff thing. It is the Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your early morning commute, no major incidents going on right now. Now, your travel time on 1604 westbound from I-10 to 281, that's about 20 minutes. I-10 eastbound Loop 410 to 1604, 5-6 minutes. On 281 southbound 1604 to Wurzbach Parkway, 5-minute ride. And on 35 northbound Loop 410 to 1604, 5-6 minutes. Everything right now rolling at posted speeds. No major incidents. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by the Texas Department of Transportation. Drive like a Texan.
As Texans, showing our pride by saying don't mess with Texas means we gotta step up and do our part to keep Texas roads clean. Remember, don't mess with Texas means don't litter. Brought to you by the Texas Department of Transportation.
Awesome Tickets is your personal ticket broker. Big games, big concerts, big events. Need tickets? Stay local and call Awesome Tickets. Stop paying all those crazy fees on ticket apps. Awesome Tickets has your tickets for all the sports, concerts, any city, any event. Avoid the ticket app fees. Since 1994, Awesome Tickets is local and veteran owned. You deserve Awesome Tickets. Call 210-226-5136 or online at awesometix.com. That's awesometix.com.
Hornitos Tequila and America's team have one major thing in common. Everyone can enjoy them. They weren't made just to have a few fans, but to gather people who love high-quality, real Texas football and premium fresh-pressed agave tequila. It's for all our fans. Whether you live in Texas or not, or sip your Hornitos in a Paloma or straight, it's 100% agave tequila for 100% of Dallas Cowboys fans. Hornitos, the tequila de todos. Drink smart. Hornitos Tequila, 40% alcohol by volume. 2025 Salsa Tequila Import Company, Chicago, Illinois.
Connecticut water systems are the best of the best. I personally have one in my home. All those other water softener systems out there are junk in comparison.
For a limited time, receive a free reverse osmosis drinking station at your kitchen sink. $400 off with trade-in and 0% interest for 12 months with approved credit. Call Connecticut of San Antonio and the Hill Country. 210-656-PURE.
Check them out at ConnecticutSA.com and tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
License number 38961.
Injuries happen, and when they do, skip the ER and get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains. Conveniently located in the Quarry area with extended hours Monday through Saturday with on-site x-ray casting and bracing, Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, and best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. Learn more online at tsaog.com.
The Gomez Law Firm is San Antonio's leader in personal injury law, and we have Jose with the Gomez Law Firm here with us to share more.
Number one priority is to let the people know that we are a law firm that's been part of this community for 50 years. Mr. Gomez, he's been a practicing attorney here since 1973. He's born and raised here in San Antonio, done nothing but help out personal injury victims. It's very important that we get that out to the San Antonio community because a lot of these attorneys like to come in here and act like they're from here, but you know, they're all out-of-towners. They don't know what goes on here. If you've been injured, if you've been involved in an accident, you've been involved in a car wreck, call the Gomez Law Firm. We've been around for almost 50 years. And we're not going anywhere.
If you or your family have been injured in an accident or hit by a company vehicle, you need to visit joegomezlaw.com. Call the Gomez Law Firm at 736-4040.
And remember, Gomez Law fights.
If a Lenovo computer for your business is on your holiday list, don't shop around. Just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com. It's your last chance to get exclusive deals on the PCs you want for your business, like the ThinkPad X9 14 Aura Edition and Yoga 7i 2-in-1. So avoid all that shopping chaos and price comparing, and just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com, where PCs are up to 35% off. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo.
Never have I ever called my sister from the finish line of my first marathon.
Hello?
You won't believe where I am.
Are you running?
Mile 26. I'm gonna make it.
Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e with its advanced camera system on us. Plus, 2 lines for just $30 a line.
Guys, I can't believe it.
I knew you could do it, babe.
That was amazing. Mom, how do you feel? I feel great. I can't feel my feet. Let's take a picture, and then you may carry me to the car.
Share every stride, every mile, every memory on America's best network. Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e on us and 2 lines for just $30 a line.
With 24 monthly bill credits and 2 eligible port-ins on Essentials 55 Plus for well-qualified customers with AutoPay plus taxes, fees, and $35 device connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us. Finance agreement 128 gigabytes, $599.99 required. Best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence data 1H 2025. Visit T-Mobile.com.
Getting more as a My Lowe's Pro Rewards member is easier than ever with the Lowe's app. Download it today and earn 500 points the first time you log in. Plus, your digital wallet helps you scan, save, earn, and access what you need to manage it all in one place. Download the Lowe's app and take advantage of your Pro benefits today. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid 12/1/25 through 1/7/26. Offer valid for first login per organization only. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Additional restrictions apply. Visit Lowe's.com/terms for more details. Subject to change.
Hi, I'm Michael from the Warren Treaty. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. Only Novo Nordisk makes FDA-approved Ozempic. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5 milligram, 1 milligram, and 2 milligrams.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up Monday on The Blitz, we are live at Top Golf, New Braunfels. Can't wait for that.
And we'll know where everybody's going when it comes to the college football playoffs and the Bulls.
And we'll talk about the Cowboys. Did they get any help over the weekend?
The Blitz, live at Top Golf New Braunfels, Monday at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hi, this is Joe Reinagel, and you're listening to the home of the Dallas Cowboys, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
All right. Now we can get some college football talk in. The committee's decisions have been made.
All over but the crying.
Couple teams had to be sad, and now they're sad. And the sad team, the saddest team, I think, or most surprised sad team, I think Texas fan had kind of accepted the inevitable. I think they kind of understood. And
if Sark thought he was going to change the committee, he knew he wasn't. But he did. So. He fought the good fight for 2 days, made the TV rounds, and then went and signed a badass college class and got ready for next year.
Yeah, and the truth of it is, these games, these Ohio State, Texas games, Texas, Michigan games, they're not going away. There's just too much. There's too much money involved. And I get the money would be even better if they made the playoff, but when you win those games, the reward is so fantastic that it's hard to pass those up. Notre Dame gets left out of the playoffs, and I think they made the wrong choice only because of what Alabama did. I thought that if Alabama would have been competitive yesterday or Saturday, or especially, I mean, obviously had they won, that Notre Dame should be left out. Because I do think that head-to-head has to matter. Like, I mean, there's 2 10-2 teams. It's not like one of them played a significantly better schedule. Notre Dame plays a crummy schedule with no conference. Miami played in a watered-down ACC. But they played each other, and Miami won. And quite frankly, that was not if you watch the game, it was not a close game. It's not like Notre Dame almost eked it out or Miami barely, they got lucky. No, they were better that day. They pushed Notre Dame around that day. If they played today, probably a lot different story, and I accept that, but they did play this season. We saw it. It has to count.
Okay, this I will take. I will agree, and I think they've made the best decision they could given the circumstances. But you can't – I want to make sure that from now on we're abiding by this, that the head-to-head will forever matter.
It has to.
You've told me it does. We will play like it does, so don't come to me next year and say, well, that happened 8 weeks ago and you're not the same team, because that's happened to other schools.
Well,
so
it's got to be everything else has to be
all
equal.
Things were equal. This was either or Peter Paul 6 half a dozen. I get that. But before we go any further with this discussion, we have to operate under the premise that we knew going into this weekend this is not about the top 12 teams.
Right.
It's about 12 representatives. A greater good, but it ain't the 12 best teams. So when we know that makes it easier to go, well, Notre Dame, you're not here, but there's a lot of teams ain't here.
Yeah.
And you're just one of them. It's just Notre Dame is not used to being told no.
Yes.
Which is just a glorious thing to watch.
But that's the reality of it is Texas isn't used to hearing no. Notre Dame isn't. Alabama isn't. But
Alabama doesn't hear no.
Some of them were going to be told no.
And in hindsight, we knew Alabama just carries more weight. Some are more equal than others. And Alabama is more equal than any other school in the country.
We have to have a real discussion about Alabama, because this, to me, of all the precedents that could have been set, Alabama going and not only not being punished for how they've looked the last 2 weeks, Alabama's moved up a spot in the rankings after being pretty much thoroughly outplayed by Auburn, who stinks, and getting their ass kicked by Georgia.
Well, they had, prior to the ass kicking, what by the committee, by their math, the best win of the year.
At Georgia.
They by the committee told us the best win of the year was the road win at Georgia. And you combine that with they didn't even, by their metric, look at the championship game. It's like they didn't see it. It's like it didn't even happen. But they did manage to watch the Big 12 championship game. They saw that one.
Yeah. I'm gonna break the hard truth to people, because there's a couple things here. And Grinch says the weekly Tuesday night show ranked Notre Dame above Miami. Then this week, when both teams were idle, the CFP committee flipped them. I'm gonna tell you exactly why that happened on the other side. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
San Antonio Sports Stars 50K Pro Football Pick'em giveaway is back. Head to SASportsStar.com and pick the winners of each pro football game every week to earn points for each correct pick. Highest points each week wins a $25 gift card to Mellow Mushroom. Highest points overall scores $1,000 worth of tickets from A Awesome Tickets. Pick the winning ticket of every regular season game. Win the grand prize, $50,000. This is an Audience National contest across multiple markets. The 50K Pro Football Giveaway. Register and win at SASportsStar.com.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text BAIL to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
This is the story of the one. As the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, she knows the only thing more important than having the right safety gear is having it there when you need it. That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reordering, so her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand, and each shift can run safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hi, I'm Michael from the Warren Treaty. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. Only Novo Nordisk makes FDA-approved Ozempic. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5 milligram, 1 milligram, and 2 milligrams.
If a Lenovo computer for your business is on your holiday list, don't shop around. Just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com. It's your last chance to get exclusive deals on the PCs you want for your business, like the ThinkPad X9 14 Aura Edition and Yoga 7i 2-in-1. So avoid all that shopping chaos and price comparing, and just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com, where PCs are up to 35% off. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo. When you switch to Progressive, you could save bundling your home and auto. Then you could put that money towards some of the surprisingly more expensive things in life.
Attention passengers, we've reached 10,000 feet and internet is now available for purchase.
I just paid hundreds for this flight, and you can't even throw in internet? I'll just take the free pretzels.
Sorry, but I do have snack boxes for sale.
I'm just gonna sleep.
In that case, we are selling pillows and blankets as well.
I'll just breathe. That's free, right?
Life costs a lot, so bundle and you could save with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Never have I ever called my sister from the finish line of my first marathon.
Hello?
You won't believe where I am.
Are you running?
Mile 26. I'm gonna make it.
Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e with its advanced camera system on us. Plus, 2 lines for just $30 a line.
Guys, I can't believe it.
I knew you could do it, babe.
That was amazing.
Mom, how do you feel?
I feel great. I can't feel my feet. Let's take a picture, and then you may carry me to the car.
Share every stride, every mile, every memory on America's best network. Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e on us and 2 lines for just $30 a line.
With 24 monthly bill credits and 2 eligible port-ins on Essentials 55 Plus for well-qualified customers with autopay plus taxes, fees, and $35 device connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us. Finance agreement 128 gigabytes, $599.99 required. Best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H 2025. Visit T-Mobile.com.
America's Diamond has never sold lab-grown diamonds, and we warned our clients, friends, and neighbors that wholesale prices would crash to almost nothing. 2-carat GVS2 lab-grown diamonds are currently being traded at wholesale for $264, but some jewelers are still selling them online for $3,000 to $4,000. Repeat, wholesale $264, retail $3,000 to $4,000. Some retailers are selling 1-carat lab-grown diamonds for under $300, and others are giving them away for free with purchase. Lab-grown diamonds are very easy to detect with gemological equipment. Tens of millions of carats are produced in huge factories in China and India, using a tremendous amount of subsidized electricity supplied by coal-burning power plants. America's Diamond has only offered traditional, real, natural earth-grown diamonds that are rare, extremely beautiful, and have had real value for centuries. See our television program tonight on ABC KSAT 12 at 12:35 a.m. or right now at americasdiamond.com.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
This is the dirty secret of the college football playoff committee. We sit around, people like us, people like you guys, college football fans, guys like us who talk about it for a living. And every Tuesday is the big release. Ooh, what did the rankings say this week? But here's the deal. Until yesterday's rankings, none of the other rankings mattered.
Well, yeah, we knew
All
that.
it was for was to build discussion.
Yes, window dressing.
And so, like, when people say, how's it even possible that this team was ahead the whole time and now they're not? Well, because before, there was no repercussions for what they said.
And they had reasons. excuses. This is just a data point in time. There's more things going to come, but as that moment, that's all it was. And they have always the fallback. There's things that'll change, but right now, if we stop the clock,
they did something yesterday, which is so stupid to me. It's like, oh, the first two out. Here's the first two teams that we left out. No, the first one was Notre Dame, which makes sense. The second one was BYU. And it's like, there is no one in that committee room, had push come to shove, and let's say there was a 14-team playoff, and they had to decide on who would be the 14th team. Not one person in that room would have said, let's take BYU over Texas. Not one of them would have said that. But here's the thing. When there's no repercussions for it, like BYU now, the Big 12 can feel like, well, look at us. They consider us a real conference. Like they almost gave, like, you know, they weren't going to give us, they weren't going to screw us over. But the truth is, if it really came down to it, and the decision they made that day actually mattered, and the matchup that they presented on their papers was actually going to be played in real life, BYU wouldn't have been the 14th team. I promise
you a question. Do you want metrics or eye test? What do you want? Do you want the metrics? Do we want enough tiebreakers and statistical balances to where we could feed the teams, and then by some sort of algorithm,
do we want AI to pick?
Spits it out. This is by all that, or do we want learned men sitting around a table with biases and all that, going, that team's better than the other one. I don't care what you say. What do we want? Because they use both.
Remember, we had BCS computers, and people would be pissed off.
I don't. It's not like I have an answer, but I tend to lead toward the human side and just give me your reason why you didn't vote that way. Because the black and white numbers kind of stuff gets a little dry. We don't like Ken Palm ratings. We like the idea of it, but we certainly don't want like penetrations to win a football game like it used to happen. And we want factual stuff to lead us to an informed opinion. That's what we all kind of want, and every one of us has our own informed opinion as to whether Bama should be in or Notre Dame or Miami. We want this, and we want the window dressing. We want the build-up. We want it all, and we lie to ourselves and act like Week 6 polls matter. We lie to ourselves that Week 7 polls matter, but it doesn't.
Here's Hunter Yurachek talking about why they decided to why Miami and Notre Dame flipped last minute.
The first move in that was we felt like the way BYU performed in their championship game, a second loss to Texas Tech in a similar fashion, was worthy of Miami moving ahead of them in the rankings. And once we moved Miami ahead of BYU, then we had that side-by-side comparison that everybody had been hungering for with Notre Dame and Miami. And you look at those two teams on paper, and they're almost equal in their schedule strength, their common opponents, the results against their common opponents. But the one metric we had to fall back on, again, was the head-to-head. I charged the committee members to go back and watch that game again, the Miami-Notre Dame game, because it was so far back. And we got some interesting debate from our coaches on what that game looked like as we watched it. And with that in mind, we gave Miami the nod over Notre Dame into that 10 spot.
Okay.
If the metrics mattered, why did you go back and watch the game?
Well, and also, you saw BYU losing in the fashion that they did. We had to move Miami ahead of them. Well, why didn't Miami and Notre Dame move ahead of Alabama then, losing in the fashion that they lost? They lost in embarrassing fashion. Alabama didn't score a point till the fourth quarter.
Oh, it was they got so much credit for the win in Athens that it was like 2 wins. It was like a win plus that it didn't matter. It didn't matter.
That's the worst. If Notre Dame's mad at anybody, don't be mad that Miami got in over you. Be mad that Alabama didn't get punished for getting smacked.
And it's such a confluence of events because we have the issue with just head-to-head who's better, Notre Dame, Miami, which will never go away. We want to have the metrics. The Alabama situation is entirely different because they're in not because of any of the metrics that have to do with either Notre Dame or Miami. They are in because the idea of preserving a conference championship system. That's the only reason they're still there, because the committee knew that if we don't do this, The money involved with conference championship games are going to go away. Sankey ain't going to play one, even though he says it. Big Ten commissioner ain't going to play one. We'll make that a play-in, and they didn't want to lose it. So Bama's just the right place at the right time. That's all for them.
All right. 1 hour in the books. When we come back, I want to take a look at this bracket, get a first look at it, and discuss some of these matchups and how things all shook out. It is the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
KTFM Floresville, your home for the Super Bowl. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This report is sponsored by A&A Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. This holiday season, get more from A&A Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Buy a qualifying air conditioner and get a brand new furnace absolutely free. Complete year-round comfort for your San Antonio home. Don't wait. Visit aaplumbingsa.com today. A&A Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling.
Guys, you've heard of TRT, but you have no idea what testosterone can do for you. Once you start treatment, you'll wish you had done it sooner. Now you can take the TRT test for free at Synergenics and Low T Center. Walk in before 10 a.m. or book online at fixmylowt.com.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
From a fender bender to a total loss, Davis Law Firm has a team of expert attorneys ready to get you back on the road with the verdict or settlement you deserve. Y hablamos español. Want more? Call the Fours. Davis Law Firm San Antonio, 444-4444.
There's one name in roofing that stands high above the rest, Stevens Roofing. A quality roof overhead by Stevens Roofing means comfort, confidence, and peace of mind. It's protection for all the things you love. And during this holiday season, Stevens Roofing would like to thank all the first responders and military service members for the protection and peace of mind they provide. So for all your roofing needs, commercial or residential, remember Stevens Roofing. Online at stevensroofing.net. Happy holidays from Stevens Roofing.
And Doug.
There's nowhere I wouldn't go to help someone customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual, even if it means playing in a football game. Boom! 42! You're going down, Doug! Oh, yeah? Your price on car insurance when you customize and save is going down. Hey! Limu? What are you doing on their team? Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Connecticut water systems are the best of the best. I personally have one in my home. All those other water softener systems out there are junk in comparison.
For a limited time, receive a free reverse osmosis drinking station at your kitchen sink. $400 off with trade-in and 0% interest for 12 months with approved credit. Call Connecticut of San Antonio and the Hill Country. 210-656-PURE.
Check them out at ConnecticutSA.com and tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
License number 38961.
Uncover the root of your problems and improve the quality of your life. I'm Dr. Torres from the Institute for Functional Health. For more than a decade, we have helped people restore energy, vitality, libido, and drive. Most patients come to us because they feel unheard or stuck. Schedule your discovery day. We'll talk about your history, run advanced testing, and build a personalized plan that fits your life. We have helped thousands of people just like you. Call 210-468-1891. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health. 210-468-1891.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textterms.us. Texting enrolls you for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply or play stop to opt out. Compounded products are not FDA approved for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription requires provider consultation. Availability varies by state. Pricing varies by product and plan. See joinfridays.com for details and safety info.
GLP-1s are powerful, especially when paired with the right weight care program.
Hi, I'm Dr. Weiss, co-founder of Fridays. We built a GLP-1 program that goes beyond medication to help you achieve lasting results. For one simple monthly price, Fridays delivers more than just your prescription. You'll get access to the full Fridays GLP-1 program, which includes unlimited provider visits, registered dietitians, group support, movement coaching, and more, all designed to support your journey toward a healthier, sustainable weight. It's 100% online, and if prescribed, your medication ships directly to your door.
Text SUCCESS to 200-300 and join Fridays today. Affordable GLP-1s as low as $38 per week. Text SUCCESS to 200-300 now for $50 off your first order. That's SUCCESS to 200-300.
Weight loss results will vary.
Hey, nice job, Pete. I like those clean lines. Fellas, do we have anyone that can get to Greenport today?
At Corey's Landscaping, the staffing plan is in the weeds.
Anthony, we need that leaf blower over here. 3 more new customer requests just came in. Who wants to work some overtime?
He needs to dig up quality landscapers and fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Your commute starting to fill in. Slow down. Got a new accident on the south side at 35 northbound. It's just past Highway 90. 2 left lanes are blocked. 17-minute delay. Stop and go from Southwest Military on 410 eastbound Austin Highway. That stalls off to the shoulder. And another stall I-10 westbound approaching Beavers. Right shoulder blocked. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA. Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
In the NFL, the Houston Texans got their 5th straight win, improving to 8-5 on the year, beating the Chiefs 20-10 in Kansas City, putting the Chiefs' playoff hopes on life support in the process. Tonight on Monday Night Football, the Philadelphia Eagles head to L.A. to take on the Chargers. Kickoff at SoFi set for 7:15, a game you can catch live on 94.1. In college football, the playoffs are set. Indiana is the number 1 seed, followed by Ohio State, Georgia, and Tech. They all get the bye. Miami leapfrog Notre Dame, leaving the Irish at home. They're going to face Texas A&M on Saturday, December the 20th at 11 o'clock. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. The playoff bracket is set. Of course, everybody thinks they got shafted. Everybody thinks it's not fair. Even the teams that made it in, they don't like where they're seated. That's just...
I think for the most part, there's some guys sat there quietly. I mean, it was kind of nice not to be in the debate for Ole Miss and A&M and Oregon.
That's true. We are where we are.
We'll just settle in and let's go.
You're right.
Let's just go to town.
But I've heard a lot of A&M fan unhappy with the draw that they got, and like,
hey man, we got Miami. We got the last.
That's
team
what
in.
I'm saying.
I'm perfectly fine. We get to host Miami. I mean, the Bryan College Station Chamber of Commerce is overjoyed. A little run up for an Ohio State game. Hey, if you want to run with the big dogs, you got to get off the porch. And all 4 of these teams are tough, man. There's not an easy draw here.
Yeah, I don't know what anybody could have been hoping for.
But you wanted Tech? I mean, Tech's good, man. I wouldn't be excited about playing Tech.
After round 1, there are no easy games for anybody.
Now, some got a little bit easier than others because of the draw. I mean, James Madison and Tulane are kind of tune-up games, but it is what it is.
I mean, Indiana's number 1 in the they were unbeaten, and they.
Okay, at some point we got to talk about just that game,
the Indiana-Ohio State game,
because I'm not sure what the takeaways were other than I need to get a Kurt Cignetti something.
What do you need?
He might be my Patronus. This might be this guy is. There's something unique about this dude.
Yeah,
he's like no coach I've ever heard speak. Do. He's absolutely unique in this world.
He's awesome. This
really
is and like I said, there will never be a time where I will cheer for Ryan Day over Kirk Cignetti. It'll never happen in my life. And I was so glad that Indiana got that job. I don't know if Indiana's like good enough to win the whole thing. I mean, what a great story it is for college football, though.
There's something about that team. I don't know what it is, because that quarterback couldn't be goofier. That quarterback, he is a goofy kid.
Oh, I got
goofy.
I was watching the odds during that game, the Heisman odds. And then there was a time where Diego Pavia was a minus 150 favorite to win the Heisman. And then after Indiana had that the last touchdown that Mendoza threw, he jumped to minus 1,000. He won the Heisman in that game.
Yes, he did. Yes, he had the moment. I mean, Indiana had the moment. Everything was Indiana. I don't know what to make Ohio State's performance. They're really, really, really good. There were some questionable decisions, a call or two you could have questioned. But I'll tell you what, Indiana never doubted for a moment that they were going to win that football game. You know what? They knew they were going to win the game. Signetti knew the morning he woke up they were going to win that game, and I'll be damned if they didn't do it again. I mean, that was a spectacular cap to one of the most impressive seasons I've ever seen. Now, last year I felt like was a flash in the pan. You know, they get their ass kicked late and just kind of fade. And to redo, I think the best story got lost in the scenario of the picks, the 12 teams, because that was just absolutely incredible. It really was spectacular. One of those unique college moments that I just couldn't believe happened.
Especially when you think about what Indiana football's been.
It's hard to fathom for anybody who's ever seen Indiana football. They flash something up like something to do with there was what was his name? The running back, Anthony Thompson.
Yeah.
I mean, I can name two players in the history of Indiana football, Antoine Randall L. and Anthony Thompson. That's it. And they harken back to an Anthony Thompson record that was set in the early 2000s. And that's how long it's been since they even had a blip on the radar.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just incredible. And it's too bad he got lost. But Signetti, I hope they give him another raise. I know he just got one. Give him another one.
Yeah. They've won in the last 3 years before Signetti got there. They were 9-27. They won 9 games in 3 years combined, and they're 13-0 right now.
I don't care what kind of program I'm a coach of, football, track, softball. I'm sending an emissary to Indiana. I want to find out what the hell they're doing.
What's your magic
What are
juice?
you guys doing? Because you did it at James Madison and you're doing it here. Whatever you're doing has got some secret sauce to it, man, because you turn average into good and good to great, and everybody believes in themselves and the program. It's really remarkable to watch.
I win. Google me.
Yes.
Dude.
Which, absolutely impressive. That's why I want us to turn the page from this pick thing. They're going to tweak it. We already know that what needs to be fixed. We're not going to have 2 group of 5 teams ever in this thing again. We're going to make sure that only one gets there, and that's the reward for number one being number one. But after that, man, this coming couple of weeks, that first day is going to be a little slow. I mean, we got to deal with Tulane, and it's going to be a little slow. But by the time we get in the second week, this is going to be absolutely extraordinary.
But remember, this is what everybody wanted. We want G5 to have a chance. We don't want it to be the same old guard always. I
think we're going to go back to what we probably should have been.
If we never what about Cinderella in the tournament? If we never let them in and never have these great moments, you know what? And maybe one day, maybe someday, a Tulane or James Madison will win a game in this thing.
It ain't going to happen this year.
I don't think it's going to happen this year. But the bracket as it stands, Indiana 1, Ohio State 2, did not punish Ohio State much at all for losing that game.
I don't think they should have been punished.
I don't think so either. But I kind of figured they would be Ohio State would fall to 3, and Georgia would because Georgia, what a dominant showing. Alabama had -3 rushing yards in the game. -3. That's absurd. And this Georgia team, remember, we were talking at the beginning of the year, this Georgia defense is not what it's been. Well, they're starting to figure it out. Yeah. And Georgia is a sleeping giant. They are suddenly scary.
Yeah, there is not an odds on. There's not even a preponderance in my brain right now. I like the way they looked. I think Ohio State's wounded and dangerous. Indiana feels like they could beat anybody. And Tech feels like that team that God has decided is a lot of fun to watch, and they might get to play for a long time because of that. They're just really, really good when it matters, and that defense is as opportunistic as it can be.
Tech has won every game by 20 points this year. Their one loss came when their quarterback was out. They might be as good as anybody.
They might be, or they could be the worst team in the group. I don't know.
What I do know is their defense is just as good as everybody else's at the top of this pile.
Boy,
that defense is that good.
That dude punching the ball, they're going to make that illegal.
This is my favorite part of this thing. All this belly aching and, this team should be in, this team shouldn't be in, this team should be in. Name a team outside the top 4 you think can win the national title.
Yeah, Oregon's got a puncher's chance maybe because that quarterback can drop some dimes, and that's it. There's 5 teams.
And remember, if Oregon wins, they're going to have to play if they beat Tech, they're going to have to go. They're going to have to play Indiana, and Indiana already beat them in their building.
Yeah, so I look at it 5 teams. Ole Miss, they're going to lose because the quarterback and coaching. A&M's going to lose because they can't stop the run of their quarterback. I can give you reasons why it's going to go down.
Alabama and Oklahoma can't score.
They can't score to save their lives, and they both have turnovers built into their game. So I discount some really good teams, but on the other side of that, there are 5 with more than a puncher's chance, and that's enough for me. I don't expect to have 12 teams that can win it all, but I do expect to see, at least a quarter of the teams really be worthy of it, and I think we've got them.
And remember, when, not if, when inevitably this thing expands again, which is likely, I think 2 years is probably right, 16, there will be bitching and moaning and boo-hooing by number 17.
Oh, yeah.
That's just the way of the world.
Mm-hmm.
That's because there are 68 teams that make the college basketball tournament, 68. And number 69 and number 70 bitch every year. And they complain, why we did this, our resume, this, our net rating, blah, blah, blah. Dude, don't be the 70th best team in the country.
Right, and, we move on. That's part of the game. We try to make it a beauty contest sometimes when it needs to be metric-driven, and we make it metric-driven sometimes when it needs to be a beauty contest. That's why we love these. That's why we do these stupid weekly polls that don't matter until they matter. That's why we do all this, and I couldn't be happier, man. It was absolutely thrilling TV yesterday at 11 o'clock. I mean, to know across the country, can you imagine what the room was like in Notre Dame? And on the other side of that, can you imagine sitting in the locker room at James Madison and you're going to the freaking playoff from James Madison?
Yeah.
Now, we might it's going to be a dull game, and they're going to get their ass handed to them. But, my God, can you imagine being on the campus of James Madison at 42 yesterday? Because that kind of crap was never meant to happen.
No.
Ever.
Nope. And and that's, I think, another reason, part of why Miami got in over Notre Dame was the committee, even though the ACC stunk, the committee, the politics of leaving out a Power 4 conference, it would have been tough on them.
Yep.
It would have been tough to leave them out completely, like to say, yeah, you guys don't get the money this year. The Sun Belt Conference gets that money. That would have been a tough pill to swallow.
And it's just the politics of the back room, man. Sometimes you're more equal than others, and you are more equal than the Sun Belt. You are.
No one by now, I hope no one believes that the guys in that room are only talking about football resumes. I hope you're not such a sucker to think that all they care about is football resumes. And if all they had was just sheets of paper that said team A, B, C, D, E, F, and they said, okay, now pick based on this, I don't know if they'd know what to do.
No.
Because they so desperately need to see these logos on helmets and go, okay, that's what people want. And in a way, it's what I want too.
Well, I asked, do you want metric-driven or do you want eye test-driven? And we want both. We want metric-driven because they've earned it. We want the eye test to say, well, I don't care what you're telling me. That team's better. I look at them. So I think we wanted both. And when you get that, it's always going to be rough around the edges. No matter whether it's the 13th team or the 17th team, it's going to be a little rough unless we can say, by the numbers. There is no argument. The numbers tell us this, shut up and go away. And we don't want that either.
Because I got news, and this sounds crazy. I really believe this. If Duke, who won the ACC, which, by the way, Virginia, you bunch of. We'll talk about Virginia later.
My God, that was like watching the Three Stooges play a championship game.
I've said I don't know how many times Virginia's the phoniest phony. What an embarrassment.
How the hell did it get to overtime? What the hell? Manny Diaz sucks, man. Anyway.
But if Duke was wearing Clemson uniforms and they had the same record and they just won the ACC, they would be in over James Madison right now.
No doubt.
No. And because it was like, okay, ACC champ is Duke, 8-5 Duke, or 11 or 12-1 James Madison. What do we do? If it had been 8-5 Clemson, they would have found a way to put Clemson in because they know people don't want to watch football all day on that Saturday and see Oregon versus James Madison. No one's lining up to see a 21-point spread. And if you are lining up to see a 21-point spread, you at least want the teams to be teams you recognize because James Madison would be favored over Duke if they played tomorrow.
I would hope so.
So it's not like James Madison. It's not a knock against James Madison, the football team. It's a knock against what the casual fan who might not be a big college football, like I'm not an every week college football guy, but I'm going to show up at the playoffs, and they turn on the TV and it's Oregon versus James Madison, and Oregon's a 21-point favorite. They're like, this is the playoffs? This is what we've all been waiting for? Ugh. But this is what you asked for. When you say, oh, we want Eastern Illinois to have a chance against UConn in basketball, why don't we want...
I don't think we said it. I think it was a necessary bargaining chip to get everybody on the same table to get where we are. I don't think we'd have gotten to the big playoff unless we got in the group of 5 teams to kind of buy in on the fact that other teams are going to leave us behind. But we're going to get an opportunity, as they form these super conferences.
You only feel that way because you are an SEC football fan.
No.
The rest of the world, the Boise's, when they would get left out, people were losing their minds. When Central Florida got left out of things, when they went unbeaten, people were losing their minds.
Central Floridians were, and they had their right. And I think because
it's
of
not
that,
just Central
it was
Florida,
a bargaining chip.
It's people who are against the powers that be. It's not like, if you're a Green Party voter, you don't like Republicans, you don't like Democrats, but there's some libertarian who's running. Even though the Green Party guy might not agree with the libertarian, he's still going to try to push for him because...
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Exactly that. We've got to break up the top powers.
I think they're saying that, and that's why we keep expanding. I think that's why we're going to go to 16 because that's the only way you can get both. That's the only way we can include and also get everybody else that we want to see, too.
All right. Let's the last thing we'll do on college football, and then we'll move on, at least for today, is we'll look at the actual games that happened this weekend. What if anything, what we learned from them. We'll do that coming up next. Morning Huddle 94.1.
Dallas Cowboys fans, come on down! It's AJ and Rob from the Morning Huddle, and you could be the next contestant on
The Stat Is Right.
Every week leading up to the week of the Cowboys home game, AJ and Rob toss out a Cowboys player and a stat from the upcoming home game. Passing yards, rushing yards, number of times Dak adjusts his wristband mid-play, or perhaps CeeDee Lamb mouthguard chews per quarter. Whatever. All you have to do is predict that stat, get the closest, and bam! You're headed to Jerry World with a pair of tickets to the next Cowboys home game. Think of it like The Price is Right, but instead of winning a blender, you get to scream, "How about them Cowboys?" inside AT&T Stadium. So study up, Cowboy Nation, and listen to the Morning Huddle to play. The Stat Is Right. Only on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
Find the most wonderful gifts at Macy's Friends and Family Sale with incredible deals on our best brands like Donna Karan, Avec Les Filles, Calvin Klein, and more, all at 30% off. Plus, take 15% off beauty and fragrance from Lancôme, Clinique, and Yves Saint Laurent. Or Star Rewards members can earn $20 in Star money for every $100 spent on eligible brands. Going on now, only at Macy's Friends and Family Sale. Savings off regular and already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
Staples presents An Easy Holiday.
Running a small business during the holidays is hard.
No truer words were...
But this year, Staples helped me have an easy holiday.
Your script has a typo.
Nope, easy peasy. I just ordered online at staples.com and picked up in store. And with UPS on site, shipping was easy too. Plus, huge savings on tech, custom cards, even my holiday sale signage.
Visit your local Staples store or staples.com today for up to 45% off select laptops.
That was easy.
Ins 1227.
Texting 24700. You agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from J.Crew Factory. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at jcrew.com.
At J.Crew Factory, we think shopping should be fun, really fun, as in scoring our exclusive collection of classic styles for the whole family at prices that can't be beat. And today, save even more. Just text GIFTING to 24700 to receive an extra $25 off your purchase of $75 or more at your nearest J.Crew Factory store. This holiday season, discover perfect presents for you and your crew. Shop cozy matching pajamas, toasty sweaters, amazing outerwear, festive accessories, and so much more. Get in the spirit at J.Crew Factory, where we have incredible deals every single day. Visit jcrewfactory.com to find your nearest San Antonio area store today. But first, get an extra $25 off your purchase of $75 or more when you text GIFTING to 24700. Text GIFTING to 24700 to get your $25 off coupon. That's GIFTING to 24700. See a store associate for details.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
That guy pulled out in front of me out of nowhere. The police are on their way, but I'm really shaken up.
Don't worry. We're going to get you taken care of. You made the right call.
I'm Jeff Davis. If you've been hurt in a car, truck, or 18-wheeler wreck, call Davis Law Firm at 444-4444. We're ready to help day or night, and there's no fee unless we win.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
Stay warm and save money this winter with a heater tune-up from Right Home Services. Their expert techs make sure your system runs efficiently and safely. Call 210-444-0000 or visit righthomeservices.com. Get it done right.
The right stuff.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Guys, you've heard of TRT, but you have no idea what testosterone can do for you. Once you start treatment, you'll wish you had done it sooner. Now you can take the TRT test for free at Synergenics and Low T Center. Walk in before 10 a.m. or book online at fixmylowt.com.
America's Diamond has never sold lab-grown diamonds, and we warned our clients, friends, and neighbors that wholesale prices would crash to almost nothing. 2-carat GVS2 lab-grown diamonds are currently being traded at wholesale for $264, but some jewelers are still selling them online for $3,000 to $4,000. Repeat, wholesale $264, retail $3,000 to $4,000. Some retailers are selling 1-carat lab-grown diamonds for under $300, and others are giving them away for free with purchase. Lab-grown diamonds are very easy to detect with gemological equipment. Tens of millions of carats are produced in huge factories in China and India, using a tremendous amount of subsidized electricity supplied by coal-burning power plants. America's Diamond has only offered traditional, real, natural earth-grown diamonds that are rare, extremely beautiful, and have had real value for centuries. See our television program tonight on ABC KSAT 12 at 12:35 a.m. or right now at americasdiamond.com.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Is this what you were listening to while you were off, Vic?
Yeah.
On the way to Austin?
Oh, you didn't see my shoes?
No.
Walking the Travis Scotts.
You're wearing them?
Yes, he is.
Oh, man.
Look at that.
Look at that.
The military blue. My son got a pair also.
I mean, no offense. Those just look like shoes to me.
Well, they are. They're $155.
Okay.
Just like any other Nikes.
Yeah.
Except people line up to get them, and then
no, there was actually only available on the Travis Scott website, which they had a raffle.
Okay.
And they're reselling for $2,000.
But like what? that just blows my mind.
There's only 20,000 pairs on the planet, supposedly.
It's the created scarcity. Plus the uniqueness of the product. I mean, it is a Travis Scott.
Mm-hmm.
And they are works of art.
Yep.
All right.
I love it.
I guess. They look like shoes.
You got to be a shoe
Well,
guy.
I'm not a shoe guy.
Yeah, to an artist, you look at paintings a different way than your layman, and there are people when I see a pair of
you don't have to call me lame. It's I mean it is.
I see somebody walking the streets with a pair of
sorry. I'm
Travis
just not as cool as you. It doesn't make me lame. I don't.
No,
think.
I mean I can't discern art. Painting's a painting for most part for me.
Lame, man.
Lame.
Lame. You're lame, man.
Layman.
All right, let's take a quick look at the games that actually happened this weekend and what they did decide. The Tulane getting in over North Texas. North Texas a little too late to get it going. Mestamaker played a good game, but they just could not stop the run.
Yeah.
And that's what it boiled down to for North Texas. North Texas, a really good season. It's just and almost I hate to say this, thank goodness, because North Texas, that defense would have been hopeless. Like, not that Tulane's got any real chance against Ole Miss, but Ole Miss might have put up 200 against Tulane.
Yeah,
or against North Texas.
Tulane is probably the closest to D1 defensive, offensive ready as far as they can run the football better than Madison. They might be a speed bump.
I'm so mad at James Madison. I bet them minus 23.5. James Madison, one thing I got to say about them, I say this all the time. I like when teams let you know that they know the spread. And James Madison has historically let you know they know the spread and they go out and get it. And if they can humiliate you, they will humiliate you. And so I like betting on them. Kirk Cignetti's another one of those guys. If he can run it up and he knows he'll
they've got
do
a chip on their shoulder. James Madison has to run it up on.
Yeah. Well, James Madison up 31-14 against Troy. They're in position to score that touchdown. They're minus 23.5. They're in position to make it 24. And for the first time all year, they take knees. What?
Well, now they got a greater good to play for.
Oh.
Now, they made it. They made the dance. They could go ahead and turn in their card.
I wish Duke would have got in over them.
The way that was just a comedy. The Virginia Duke game was a literal comedy at the end of the last 4 minutes and overtime was a joke.
What an embarrassing game for the ACC for them to showcase. I guarantee this happens in the offseason. The ACC is going to reconstruct their rules, their tiebreak rules. There will be no more 5-loss teams in the if Miami would have been in this game, and I think Miami would have humiliated Virginia, and then there would have been a lot less controversy.
It would have been easy, and then we would have had one more other team in.
Notre Dame would have been in.
Yes, that would have been the easiest way to go, and it just didn't pan out. Tiebreaker rules are going to have to change, but we have to talk about how that game, the Duke collapse there at the end when they couldn't run out the clock.
Yeah, was
as dumb of 5 minutes of football as any coach has ever had. And then to watch Diaz get all reflective on how what a joke, man.
Well, I mean, listen,
it was the perfect end.
Yeah, of course they were excited. They were a middle-of-the-road team that had no business even being in the game, and now they're ACC champions. Hey, good for you. But Virginia, the team that, theoretically could have been the 11 seed here, should be in this tournament, were they even able to just be functional, couldn't be functional against this defense. Duke's defense has been so bad all year. Duke, I said this about, man, I'd love for Duke to spring the upset here, but their defense gave up their last game. They gave up 49 or 45 points to Wake Forest. Wake Forest is awful. This is a horrific defense, and somehow Virginia couldn't move the ball on them.
They couldn't move the ball on them, and then just a comedy.
And then they throw a pick in overtime, right away.
Given this situation, we know that this will never happen again. That's going to be incumbent on the conference to make sure you fix the tiebreaker. Go back and come back with a better plan. And then the next fix is probably expansion, right? I mean, that's the next fix. So they don't have to say no to the group of 5. They just add more teams.
Yeah.
So I think that we're going to get through. The tweak will be next year. Before we go to 16 teams, I do believe we're going to have to set some sort of minimum bar for the group of 5. I don't know what that is. You know, you hear them talking about,
they went 12-1.
But no, it's going to have to be more than just your record. You're going to have points against – there's got to be some other metric that proves, at least by the numbers and by the eye, that you can actually compete.
Yeah.
And I think Tulane might – whatever that barrier is, might have crossed it, but James Madison I just don't think did. As good as they were.
Well, I mean, James Madison, like I said, they are typically – and all year long, when they won with great margin.
They whooped you.
So I think if you were like, well, points score, I think they probably would have passed all those tests.
Well, I think the thing that James Madison is now, it's going to be incumbent upon them, you're going to have to pick a big-time football game and go play somebody on the road.
They played Louisville on the road. They lost.
Yeah.
But that's their only loss of the season.
So I think that's the bare minimum. If you're going to hold Texas accountable, you're going to have to make the other schools kind of step up in weight class too.
Yeah.
I think that might be the first step to kind of, until we can expand this thing and really ensure that the crybabies like Notre Dame actually get to come and play.
Well, the other thing, the other game that they played on the road, and at the time it seemed like a big deal because it was, this has been one of the teams to beat for a long time, was they went to Liberty. And
that ain't enough to feed the Bulldog, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate the Louisville. That's a worthy swing. And the thing is, you got to convince somebody to play you, because if you're really
that's
good,
the other thing. Who wants to play James Madison?
Especially at home and home. I'll play you at my place.
Yeah.
But that's what Madison's probably going to have to do, or at least those that pretend to be a champion in those conferences. You're going to have to schedule a couple years out some tough ones, and you're going to have to be very competitive, not to win it.
Or you have to hope the ACC keeps stepping on their own crank and lets you backdoor your way in.
Yeah, the thing is, I think the ACC, they're going to legislate a way to where they can't screw it up.
Yeah.
No matter what, we'll get a conference champion that's worthy.
And had James Madison, had Virginia won, nobody would feel bad for 12-1 James Madison sitting at home, because they
I hate to say it, but it's
the Sun Belt's a horrific conference. It's so going unbeaten in the Sun Belt's not like this massive accomplishment. Your best non-conference win is Washington State,
and that's not enough.
No, I get it, but but because the ACC was so stupid, this is what we got.
I think the combination of how this thing shook out, one is I'm not sure about the quality of the selection committee. I don't know. They just seemed a little inept to me. I think, or at the very least, they were very bad at explaining how we got to where we are over the last couple of weeks. I think they did their best given the circumstances. So I think we had an odd committee with people that are kind of in a tough situation that was political, and they probably themselves, their jobs didn't hold enough political weight to back that politics up. You know what I mean? Because the chairman of the committee, what school?
Hunter Yurmark. He's a
Arkansas?
former Big 12 commissioner.
And I don't think that, there was enough.
Yurcheck, not Yurmark.
Yeah. I don't think those guys didn't have enough stick or sway to kind of step into some of the politics of Bama shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Somebody should have been able to stand tall and say, I don't care what you say. I don't care if we lose the conference championship games. I'm not worried about next year. We'll fix that when this is done. But right now, they shouldn't be here. They've got 3 losses, and the last 2 I saw were terrible.
Yeah.
So I think the committee had a little bit more backbone, if it was truly, we're talking about ADs from power schools that had the wherewithal to just stand and tall and say, I don't care what you say. They shouldn't be here. And I know it's Alabama. I think it's easier to kind of get swayed over when you're the AD from Virginia Tech. You're like, okay, yeah, Alabama's bigger than me. I'm not going to get in the way of progress.
Right.
I'm going to make sure. So I don't think if there were some people in the room that say, I don't care
I think
what
that's
happens.
why it rotates. I don't know what it's a committee of people. They're all going to have biases. It's just going to.
That's what I'm saying. So I think we had this confluence of, one, we had these weird rules that everybody had to abide by. And sometimes you can get through the rules when you can attack the intent other than the letter. You can convince people to kind of sway through and then come back and find a bridge to where, how we got here.
Yeah.
And they could have probably gotten out of it with Alabama not going and still found a way to salvage some sort of conference championship. But they didn't have the wherewithal to even begin that because we're dealing with dudes that are transient. I'm out of this job next year. I don't know how this all works. So is this several things all crashing together that on the good side of this, we're going to have a good playoff. On the bad side of this, it could have been better, but we've already shown the precedent is they're willing to tweak it. They're going to fix it as soon as this thing is done. And I don't think we'll ever see 2 group of 5 teams ever in this again. Even when we go to 16, there'll always only be one from here on out.
I think so too. Or maybe there might be some extenuating circumstances.
There'll be an extraordinary. Yeah, there'll be a UCF jump out every now and then.
I think this was one of those extenuating circumstances. I really do. I think this is the last thing the committee wanted, but the ACC forced their hand because they're so stupid.
And
that's why, if I were them, it would have been like I said, man, sorry guys, you guys really blew this thing. You lose out on all the money. Instead, they still threw them a bone and gave them Miami.
Yeah.
So, Indiana 13, Ohio State 10.
What a game.
What a brilliant game. It wasn't like the most exciting game to watch, 13-10. You're never going to be thrilled by it. But I was worried for Indiana early. They got deep into Ohio State territory and kept settling for field goals. I said, oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
But
they ran better than I thought they could.
They ran the ball well, and their defense, a lot of credit to that.
Mm-hmm.
Their defense is better than I thought. Georgia shellacks Alabama. Georgia is on the rise. These are 2 escalators passing by each other. It's the
how much of it was just the quality of Alabama, and certainly there was some revenge to this. They were going to put it on them because they lost at home, but I think it was a fantastic win. I don't think it was as good a win as Alabama had at Georgia because I don't think Alabama's all that good.
I think current Alabama is very, very injured, and it's bad timing. It sucks. But Jam Miller being
there's a lot of reasons.
Simpson there's something's happened to him in the last few weeks. We're gonna find out what this injury was after the playoff, or maybe if he's got time to heal before the playoff. But that guy who a month ago you could have convinced me he deserved to be in the Heisman conversation, and the last 2 games look like he's never picked up a football before. That's a problem.
I just wonder if Georgia needs to keep playing. A bye week is that might be the worst thing for them because I'm not sure how good Alabama was. So if Bama was that kind of quality that they got the respect for, then a week off might matter. But of all the teams that felt like they might need to keep playing, Georgia's the one that feels like maybe you should keep playing because you're just now kind of finding this. You're turning the heat up and nobody got hurt.
Yeah. And remember a week ago we were like, man, they barely beat Georgia Tech.
So yeah, this is kind of one of those momentum things that I think they'd want to keep playing. I don't think Tech needs to keep playing. They're pretty much dialed in. They're everything that they could possibly be.
The last game, Texas Tech, BYU, 34-7 Tech. They are so good, man. And again, it's all relative because BYU's the best team they've played. They just happened to humiliate them twice. I still say going to Utah when Utah was healthy and beating the snot out of them is still impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Utah, obviously, at the end of the day, you at the end of the season, you look at it and go,
yeah, but they were banged up from that on.
But at the time, they were healthy, and that is a tough road game.
And I think Tech got the credit for that. I do think that all things played perfectly, and I do. If Tech would have stumbled, if it wouldn't have been close, there's a chance they could have fallen just because they're still of the Final Four, they're the least. And I think that the committee was waiting and hoping that they might slip a little bit so other things could happen, and it just didn't. So I think Tech's perfectly fine. I think Georgia probably needs to keep playing. I don't know what to make of Ohio State's loss. It was a tough loss. I don't think they need to keep playing. I think them sitting at home and getting madder and madder is probably worst-case scenario for the winner of the Miami A&M game because Ohio State – there's always that saying is you want to take that loss before you have to take the loss so you find out what your problems are, and they took the loss, didn't suffer for it, and they get to practice for the next 2 weeks getting ready. I don't envy either A&M or Miami, whoever comes out of that one. So I don't think there's a problem with them sitting at home.
I think the good thing for Georgia, they're sitting at home and they're already able to start game planning where I mean, imagine the coaching edge they're going to have over Ole Miss.
Yeah, that's gonna be a
if that
strange
game were to happen. I mean, so Kirby with 2 weeks versus not even a real head coach.
Yeah, and wondering how if the OC's just left to his own devices, what's he going to do?
Yeah.
I mean, is he going to go crazy, even crazier than Kiffin, or more conservative than Kiffin would ever been? It's going to be an interesting watch.
All right, we have not talked any NFL yet. It is 7:40 on a Monday, and we've hardly mentioned the NFL. That makes me very sad. So we'll spend some NFL time coming up. Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Looks like a new trouble spot on the east side. I-10 westbound approaching Foster Road. Stalled 18-wheeler. Looks like they did move it off to the right shoulder. Little bit of a delay from FM 1516. Now, we're still working this wreck on 35 northbound just past 90. This one is causing a 20-minute delay. 2 left lanes blocked, so start moving over to your right side. It's got you slow from right around Southwest Military. 410 eastbound Austin Highway and I-10 westbound approaching Gevers. Both of those stalls off to the shoulder. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Staples. Have an easy holiday only at Staples. Save on top tech and gaming gifts, plus shipping supplies and services for safe delivery. Don't miss 50% off custom cards, photo gifts, wrapping paper, and more. Visit staples.com/print for details. Staples, that was easy.
Oh, Christmas leaks, oh, Christmas leaks. You make our carpet squishy.
Here at Quartermoon Plumbing, we know all your Christmas wants, like the popular leaky faucet, the overflowing toilet, or the trendy clogged sewer line. No matter what list you're on, naughty or nice, Quartermoon Plumbing will answer your call fast and fix your emergency quickly so you can get back to your Coco and Carolyn.
651-5899.
License number TACLA 141074E M16004.
When you switch to Progressive, you could save bundling your home and auto. Then you could put that money towards some of the surprisingly more expensive things in life.
Attention passengers, we've reached 10,000 feet and internet is now available for purchase.
I just paid hundreds for this flight, and you can't even throw in internet? I'll just take the free pretzels.
Sorry, but I do have snack boxes for sale.
I'm just gonna sleep.
In that case, we are selling pillows and blankets as well.
I'll just breathe. That's free, right?
Life costs a lot, so bundle and you could save with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
An accident can leave you struggling to pay for medical bills. At Thomas J. Henry, we believe you deserve justice no matter your financial situation. That's why you don't pay us unless we win your case. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. San Antonio, Texas.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7 so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers.
Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
When your business needs an electrician, for over 35 years, the family-owned Hill Electric has served San Antonio. Powered by relationships with dedicated estimators who analyze the issue, research cost-effective solutions, and clearly communicate the options without charging you a dime. A proven process that allows you to continue focusing on your unique purpose. Call Hill Electric at 210-404-9074. That's 404-9074. Or hill-electric.com.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Coonahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
To get this special radio offer, go to leaffilter.com/deal for your free gutter inspection today and get up to 30% off. That's leaffilter.com/deal for up to 30% off. leaffilter.com/deal. See representative for warranty details.
This is Jason Minix from The Blitz, and you're listening to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Morning Huddle 94.1. Good to have you in on a Monday. Like somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
Think Chicago, the Bears have a case of the Mondays today?
I think they do.
You think the Bengals have a
Oh, they got a real
Mondays?
case. The Ravens have a real case of the Mondays. The Chiefs have a real case of the Mondays.
The Chiefs got their ass kicked. I don't think they have a case of the Mondays. They just know who it was just made more apparent who they are. Cincinnati, it's true. Cincinnati, I mean, Joe had a sometimes, no, for Buffalo, it's better to be lucky than good. Sometimes it's also really good to be lucky and good.
Yeah.
and Buffalo is just good, but they were really lucky. And they got the best player in the world, and that carried them through. So I think Cincinnati's got a little bit of the case of the Mondays. They had them. They had Buffalo on the ropes.
They did. They had them down 10.
So there was something there. Chicago
falls from the 1 seed to the 7 seed.
Yeah, they got a case of the Mondays. Of all the teams that should feel pretty sorry, it's the Bears. And they deserve it.
And you know what? Kudos to the Bears for fighting back and making it a game. Because for the first half, it looked like they were they were dead. They were so bad in the first half that like the fact that they were even in the game is a surprise. But yeah, at the end of the day, the Bears. I just don't think the Bears are that good. I don't think Caleb Williams is that good.
I think he's getting better. I think there's a little bit more light to the end of the tunnel than I thought there was. Yeah, well, he absolutely is lucky. And the fact that he had him in that position and, he throws that ball 8 inches higher, they score a touchdown, we're talking a different game.
Yep.
But, I think they're getting a little bit better, but that was a sign of a team that's still got some growing to do against a team in Green Bay who, they're in it to win it. There's no more growing.
Yeah.
This is kind of what they got, and they played that way.
Let's go through the games here. The Tennessee Titans beat the Cleveland Browns.
But Shedeur played well.
Yes.
I hate you lost to the worst team in football. But the headline was Shedeur played well.
Yeah. Shedeur, the game of his career. Yeah, well, that happens when you play the Titans. Statistically, a lot of yards. You lost to the Titans, bro.
I don't care what you did.
A lot of it was, one thing I will say is typically in Cleveland, their defense has been elite. And I think they're starting to run out of steam because the Titans ran the ball down their throats, and it is hard to do that against
like 170 yards.
161 yards. Against that defense in Cleveland, I would say, man, that can't happen. But also when a defense has carried a team all season long, the Browns suck. They've won 3 games. They're not good. But they're in games because their defense keeps them in games. It gets old, man. Those dudes wear down.
You don't lose to the Titans at home.
No,
there's
it's
no.
a bad look.
That's. I don't care who you are, and I don't care how good Shedeur played. You quarterbacked your team to a loss against the worst team in football. There's no pride in that. And watching post game, everybody happy. Shedeur happy. What are you talking about? You lost to the worst team in football. There's no solace in that.
Look at his stats. What do you mean there's no solace in that?
The only guy who can walk off that field would be
imagine a whole offseason.
Oh, yeah, all this.
Look at me. Look what I'll be.
At least Miles got 1 more sack. We're at 20. That's the only person who gets to high-five anybody in that locker room is Miles. That's it. You played so well in the loss, Shedeur. What is it like losing to the worst team in football?
Yeah, got to give all love to Shedeur. But the Titans actually win that game on a failed 2-point conversion that was like a weird wildcat. I've got no idea what they were thinking. They decided not to put a quarterback on the field for the last play, and you got exactly what you deserve. I mean, I don't know what a mess. Those two. Hopefully, we're only a couple weeks away from not talking about either of these teams for a while. The Falcons and the Seahawks. Boy, I looked really smart for a half. It's 6-6 at halftime.
I hate the Falcons.
And then the Seahawks unleashed hell on the Falcons in the second half. They outscore them 31-3 in the second half. Seahawks get a 37-9 win on the road, improved to 6-1 away from home. That's a huge number for the Seahawks, who typically are such a great home team. Very, very impressive win. Bills 39, Bengals 34.
Man, it was fun.
It was a
fun game.
A really great game. Joe Burrow is
a witch.
He's so good, but man, the 2 mistakes that he made were about as costly as they can be.
Almost as costly as Burrow's. Only guy had one worse was Burrow.
Joe Burrow, 2 interceptions. 1 is a pick 6.
Oh, boy, that would hurt, boy.
And the Bengals go from up 10 to losing by 5.
Take away your Bills fandom. What do you think of Cincinnati?
I think it's the Joe Burrow show. I think without Joe Burrow, they stink.
Oh, without
and
doubt.
With Joe Burrow, they are they're legitimate.
They're kind of legit.
Listen, man, there's not a lot of games this season that the Bills have played that I go, man, they beat a good team there. The Ravens win week 1 did not age really well. The Chiefs win has not aged really well. I will say that beating the Bengals with Joe Burrow, that's a good win.
And the defense isn't terrible.
They're getting better.
Yeah,
and
they're
that's
not
without
terrible.
Trey Hendrickson.
Yeah, so, that was Cincinnati gave everything they had. That was as good as they can go. It really was. It was a mistake-filled game. The weather played a role. But that's all Cincinnati had, and Buffalo took their soul. They really did.
And Josh Allen just makes a couple plays that was –
heck of a win.
That looked like last year's Josh Allen. That looked like the MVP of the league, Josh Allen.
That's the first thing I said this morning. Sometimes it's better to be lucky and good, and I think Buffalo is good, but they're also good and lucky.
Oh, yeah.
So it worked.
Vikings 31, Commanders egg.
So this is the first time since 97 that a team that got blanked the week before blanked the team they played the next week.
Yeah.
Good grief.
J.J. McCarthy. No, I'm not saying J.J. McCarthy's good. I don't think he is.
Hey, he threw darts yesterday, man.
He looked a lot better yesterday. And for the first time all season, he had a healthy offensive line. And that clearly made a difference, especially against a pathetic Commanders defensive line.
Lord.
And then Jaden Daniels, he's back, and now he's gone again. I don't know. And first of all, when he was out there, he looked horrible.
Is Dan Quinn in trouble?
I don't think so.
That team, I don't know, man. This team appears to be coasting to the end. That might be a job that comes.
They are 3-10. 3-10, and they have an owner who money is no object.
And it's I know you haven't had Jaden all year, but you've had Mariota, who hasn't been terrible.
Mariota's outplayed Jaden Daniels this season.
It's not your quarterback. I'm starting to look at your coach. I'm starting to look at this team that might be ill-equipped for the place they think they should be.
The Dolphins beat the Jets 34-10. The Jets. McDaniels up to 6-7. The Miami Dolphins have the same record as the Kansas City Chiefs. Let that sink in.
Mm-hmm.
Let that sink in. The Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs have the exact same record.
And with that defense that Miami's bringing, they could get a better one if they played head-to-head. Miami's actually flying around playing defense and running the football.
The only, if I'm not mistaken, the only score the Jets had, the only touchdown they had was a special teams touchdown. So
they're playing tough and too little too late, but yeah.
Yeah. All right, we'll take a look around the rest of the league, take a look at some of the other games. It is the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You're locked on the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by Staples. Have an easy holiday only at Staples. Save on top tech and gaming gifts, plus shipping supplies and services for safe delivery. Don't miss 50% off custom cards, photo gifts, wrapping paper, and more. Visit staples.com/print for details. Staples, that was easy.
Another episode brought to you by Prize Picks. And I'll tell you, it's the holiday season. It's the best time of year for sports. The bowl games are beginning. You got college and pro basketball. You got playoff pushes all around, and it's all happening at once. There's no better place to play than at Prize Picks. I love going to Prize Picks because I get to stack different leagues. I like a football play. Let's say I like Jamar Chase this weekend. I also like Wemby with the blocks. I could add that in there as well. And you like to play the hockey as well. You've got everything there that you can stack. Above and beyond that, if you have a favorite player, you can play them in a lot of different ways. That's Prize Picks. Go download the app today. And when you do, remember the code ALAMO. If you remember the word Alamo, there's free play in there. So go download Prize Picks and remember the code ALAMO and get your money early. You get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Again, that's the code ALAMO to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it 'tis the season to go play on your Prize Picks. And you know why? Because it feels so good to be right.
Hi. My name's Jason Thompson. I've been representing people injured in traffic collisions here in San Antonio for more than 30 years. After a collision, I've spoken to many people who wanted to believe that the other driver's insurance company would be fair and they really didn't need an attorney. They thought that the insurance company would pay their medical bills and do the right thing. I wish that were true, but trying to go it alone is a big, big mistake. If you have been injured, please know the other driver's insurance company has adjusters and attorneys working against your interest. If insurance companies were trying to get to heaven, I'd be out of a job, gladly. That is just not the world we live in, though. Call me as soon as you can if you are injured in a traffic collision. I do not charge anything to review your case with you. I'll tell you what you need to do and what you should not do. If you want a smart and fair result, you'll need to make smart decisions along the way. And that is what I do. You and I will make smart decisions for you and your family, and we'll get justice and fair results. My number, 210-900-0400. That's 900-0400. Or go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
Uncover the root of your problems and improve the quality of your life. I'm Dr. Torres from the Institute for Functional Health. For more than a decade, we have helped people restore energy, vitality, libido, and drive. Most patients come to us because they feel unheard or stuck. Schedule your discovery day. We'll talk about your history, run advanced testing, and build a personalized plan that fits your life. We have helped thousands of people just like you. Call 210-468-1891. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health. 210-468-1891.
By texting 24700, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from J.Crew Factory. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at jcrew.com.
At J.Crew Factory, we think shopping should be fun, really fun, as in scoring our exclusive collection of classic styles for the whole family at prices that can't be beat. And today, save even more. Just text GIFTING to 24700 to receive an extra $25 off your purchase of $75 or more at your nearest J.Crew Factory store. This holiday season, discover perfect presents for you and your crew. Shop cozy matching matching pajamas, toasty sweaters, amazing outerwear, festive accessories, and so much more. Get in the spirit at J. Crew Factory, where we have incredible deals every single day. Visit jcrewfactory.com to find your nearest San Antonio area store today. But first, get an extra $25 off your purchase of $75 or more when you text GIFTING to 24700. Text GIFTING to 24700 to get your $25 off coupon. That's GIFTING to 24700. See a store associate for details.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
Welcome to Cricket Wireless. Santa?
I've got to get Mrs. Claus a gift or I'm in a whole lot of trouble.
How about a single unlimited line? Only $35, plus a free Moto G 5G.
Dude, you're a lifesaver. Here, take a present.
Says it's for Timmy in Des Moines.
Never heard of him.
Join Cricket Nation and get a single line for $35 per month, plus a free Moto G 5G. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Cricket may temporarily slow data speeds if the network is busy. Requires activation of new line on select unlimited plan or higher. Pay $48 first month. New lines only. First month service charge and tax due at sale. Fees, terms, and restrictions apply. Cricket 5G is not available everywhere. See cricketwireless.com for details.
When you switch to Progressive, you could save bundling your home and auto. Then you could put that money towards some of the surprisingly more expensive things in life.
Attention passengers, we've reached 10,000 feet and internet is now available for purchase.
I just paid hundreds for this flight, and you can't even throw in internet? I'll just take the free pretzels.
Sorry, but I do have snack boxes for sale.
I'm just gonna sleep.
In that case, we are selling pillows and blankets as well.
I'll just breathe. That's free, right?
Life costs a lot, so bundle and you could save with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from Newstalk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your commute, rolling slowly, 35 northbound, South Cross to 90. Had a couple of accidents in that area that did clear, so this is just a slow residual delay along with your rush hour delays. 90 eastbound 211 to 410, traffic rolling about 25 minutes. Got a stall at 35 southbound Rittiman off to the right shoulder, and another at Loop 410 eastbound approaching Broadway. Both of those stalls right shoulder blocked. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NFL, the Houston Texans got their fifth straight win, improving to 8-5 on the year, beating the Chiefs 20-10 in Kansas City, putting the Chiefs' playoff hopes on life support in the process. Tonight on Monday Night Football, the Philadelphia Eagles head to L.A. to take on the Chargers. Kickoff at SoFi set for 7:15, a game you can catch live on 94.1. In college football, the playoffs are set. Indiana is the number one seed, followed by Ohio State, Georgia, and Tech. They all get the bye. Miami leapfrog Notre Dame, leaving the Irish at home. They're going to face Texas A&M on Saturday, December the 20th at 11 o'clock. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
On the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. You can tell the time has come when we're
tamale talk.
When we're talking tamales.
Hey, you
gotta have a guy.
You gotta first, you need to have a guy, and you have to put your orders in now. To be honest,
Yeah. You don't want to wait too long. Don't wait too long.
One of the great advancements in the tamale purchasing realm is Venmo and Cash App.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. It's like, what's your catch app? Just give it to me, and then there you go.
I see so many cars. I see so many cars riding around town with phone numbers on it, like tamales. Hit me up.
Oh yeah, the torta tamale.
Oh yes.
Robert,
nom nom nom.
Robert Trancoso, listener. I picked. He got me some over the weekend.
Oh, did he?
He did. I got some.
Did you try them?
I've already eaten them all.
How'd he do?
Oh, they're excellent.
Okay, I like it.
We got a guy.
You got the plug.
You got a plug.
You got the plug,
Now,
man.
it didn't come out of his trunk because he drives a pickup, but it did come out of a cooler, which, I won't use.
Was it a Yeti?
I pretty much won't use a public bathroom.
I never do.
At all. I try not to eat at potlucks unless I know exactly who's coming to the potluck.
I never eat potluck.
But I'll eat a tamale out of somebody's trunk.
That's funny.
You pull up. I don't care where I am. If it's wrapped in full in a bag, I'm in. It's got to be safe, right?
The brown bag has to be greasy.
If there's grease on the bottom and the HEB bag's got a little bit of puddle inside of that and the foil, it's got to be good, right?
You need salt.
That's why I never got COVID.
There's a lot of germaphobes who once the light goes off in the bedroom, they'll do some things that are real nasty. Sex and tamales are the two things where there's just no rules.
The light goes off.
There's just no rules.
I'll eat it out of a trunk.
Oh, I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, see? Okay. It's all in how you word it.
I'll
AJ.
eat it out of a trunk.
Tamale boy, here we come.
Only if I really care about them.
I like a little fat. If it's a birthday.
I'll eat it out of the trunk, but I got to be in love.
Yeah, you got to really, really be in love for that.
I fell in love this weekend.
And she's got to eat them out of the trunk, too, if we're doing it that way.
I like cream cheese with mine.
Oh, that can be a mess.
The jalapeno tends to burn.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
No, you can't have the jalapeno.
No, I like chicken and jalapeno. That's my favorite. Chicken jalapeno.
I'll do some sweet stuff too.
The carne asada was
cheese
too
and brown sugar.
Didn't you try the carne asada one?
Yeah, I had a carne. Not long
was
ago.
it you?
Yeah, it wasn't. Okay. It wasn't my favorite. It didn't have enough fat.
Right.
It wasn't greasy enough.
I went to a place down on Flores last year. I'm guessing probably a pretty famous place, and they've got the ones that have the chicken and cream cheese and spinach and jalapeno, the Cadillac ones.
The gourmet.
They're called
Next
Cadillac.
level.
They're called Cadillac with a K.
Ah.
Oh yeah. Oh, those.
And then there's the Delia's ones over on the 1604 on the west side. Those are the Valley tamales. Delia's came up.
Oh, from Valley High?
Well, no, just the Valley.
Oh.
Remember, they're supposed to be the best tamales in the Valley when they opened up here.
And
they're really good.
No,
they're good. It's solid. Not as good as coming out of a 74 Lincoln Marquis.
It sounded like if you ask 20 people, you'll get 20 answers on best tamales in town.
Everybody got a guy.
Yeah.
Everybody got a guy.
All right, let's get back to the NFL games from the weekend. Maybe there were some really impactful results for the playoff mix here. The Jags beating the Colts, and the Colts probably ended their season.
Yeah,
the Daniel Jones injury already had a broken leg. Now he's got a torn Achilles.
He can walk off the field, though. No, they're expectant. They're not going. They're going to expire before the season is in.
It's hard to imagine. It's sad. Nice run.
No, they're starting this party. I'm good for them. They're on their way, moving up.
By the way, Pete, who says Josh Allen is still Trevor Lawrence 2.0. Pete, you shouldn't be allowed to talk about football ever. If you think Josh Allen and Trevor Lawrence are the same, I hate when people say you don't know ball.
They're kind of the same.
Don't talk about that. Don't just stop. It's bad.
Poor Sunshine.
I'm not here to say the Bills are some sort of great shakes. I think the Bills are very limited, but to compare Josh Allen and Trevor Lawrence is almost it's quite frankly insulting.
But they're both
to everyone who watches football.
It's blasphemy.
Both of them about 6'4". Both of them did in fact play college football.
Yeah.
We're starting to run out of similarities. They're both NFL professionals.
Uh-huh.
None of them have titles,
No
right?
rings yet, no.
One has an MVP.
What about college titles?
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence actually beats him out on that. Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So
you got that.
Yeah.
They're both married.
They are not the same. I promise you.
But that's where it stops.
But good win for the Jags.
Not just a good. That was a hell of a win.
Yeah.
They're playing as good a football right now.
They were dominating that game before Daniel Jones got hurt.
No, they're playing really good football right now. As good as Jacksonville can play. They're going to be a worthy playoff out when they get knocked out.
Steelers beat the Ravens 27-22. Shocker, this was a close game. Tomlin and Harbaugh, all they do is play close games. Ravens could have won this game. It was right there teetering.
Well,
and
how many steps do you need in the end zone for it to be a catch?
Yeah, that's a tough call on the Isaiah Likely catch where they say it's not a. I don't know. I'm not sad. I'm not going to sit here and stump for the Ravens to catch a break. But I will say
that was a touchdown.
I will say at the end of the game, what I saw with my eyes, Aaron Rodgers and Mason Rudolph kissed. And if anybody can show me evidence that they didn't, okay. But until
Aaron leaned in.
He leaned in.
I don't know if Mason reciprocated. It looked like he leaned in, too.
I saw the same amount of their faces, is all I'm saying. Like, it wasn't a bro hug where, like, I could only see one guy. They were.
Well, we saw Isaiah and Magic kiss on the court. It's not unprecedented. But
let's just
a little surprising in Pittsburgh.
Let's just talk about it then. That's all I'm saying. Let's not hide it. Let's not keep it a secret.
The best thing about Pittsburgh.
Plus, I think that's when Magic Johnson caught the AIDS. I heard.
No, that's when he already had it.
Oh,
that was Isaiah proving that it was safe.
Okay, what a guy, Isaiah.
With a Pittsburgh win, though, we do get snarky Aaron back. And as much as
he discount double checked. Did you see that?
Yeah, so we're
ran in the touchdown.
I think he hadn't. Well, I don't think he'd scored since then. So, but we do get snarky Aaron back, which in the little daily things in life, that's a good thing. I mean, I have a lot of reasons to hate him, but at least he can be snarky while we're doing it.
No, I can't wait for the fall. I can't. I mean,
no, it's coming.
Take him all the way to the top, only to let him fall.
Of course, now they're going to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, sure. Okay. If they're the 4 seed in the AFC and the Bills are the 5 seed, that would be a first-round playoff matchup.
Man can dream.
A man can dream. The Ravens, though, they're in Kansas City's boat right now.
Chaos.
And when I say boat, I'm talking about a boat that's got a bunch of holes in it, and they're basically like hanging on to an oar, trying not to drown.
The tough thing is they're not bad. They
the
just
Ravens
dug such a hole.
No, you're right.
They dug such a terrible.
Lamar is not what he has been.
They're not what they were, but that's not a bad football team. They're certainly wild card caliber. They're not what they thought they were going to be. They're not the most talented team in football. There are certainly some issues on that offense, but they're still a scary team. But the record is such that I'm not sure we're going to get to see them in the playoffs.
Well, I think it's almost a certainty that we're not. The Ravens now are down a tiebreaker to basically every team they would be considered in a competition with for a wild card. They lost to the Chiefs head-to-head. They lost to the Bills head-to-head. They lost to the Texans head-to-head. They've already lost once to the Bengals head-to-head.
Yeah.
Like, it's getting harder to picture a world where they can get in, and now they lost to the Steelers.
I know they are what their record says they are, in that they lost to every team they should be equal to. But the fact is, they were really banged up for a very brief period, for about a month, and every one of those games they lost was a tiebreaker game.
It's a tough break,
so
man.
Goodbye and good riddance. But it's unfortunate that they had such a hole, because they're probably going to end up by the end of the season one of the upper half of the AFC and not going to be able to go defend or fight for it.
Nope. New Orleans Saints 24, Tampa 20.
Turn out the lights.
Oh my gosh. Is anyone even trying to win the NFC South?
Well, it was in a monsoon. First of all, the rain is always the great equalizer.
New Orleans is a dome team.
I know. They unleashed an offensive juggernaut. What Olave? What was who's the one that got New Orleans is terrible, but I don't know what's going on in New England, but they're just a team that about 3 weeks ago seems to have run out of gas. It's just not there.
Devon Vele, I don't know that there was an offensive anything. There was no Kamara. It was just this is an embarrassing loss for Tampa at home.
That was horrible.
And now you sit at 7-6, and there's a tie for first in the division. I'm not sure that the Panthers aren't better than you. And they'll have 2 games to prove it. Of the 4 games left for each team, 2 of them are against their head-to-head.
Well, I can tell you this: the team we saw yesterday, if Carolina brings their B game or better, we'll beat them.
Yeah.
You can run on them.
Tampa now has to play the Falcons next.
Well, that's not going to be a problem.
Well, they just lost at home to the Saints.
Well, the Falcons, that's a whole other that's a whole other world, man.
And Carolina, on the other hand, Carolina's coming off a bye right now. Their next game is against New Orleans. So
I wonder what the odds I'd have gotten if I'd have bet New Orleans and Tennessee money line.
New Orleans was about a 9.5
what
point
if I
dog.
Wrapped them together in some sort of intricate, ornate.
You would have been, around 5-6 to 1.
Yeah, it would have been a healthy payout. Yeah.
I thought I'd get them at 8 or 9 to 1. The chance of both of them winning on the same weekend.
Yeah, well, I guess the Titans were playing the Browns. That's
Yeah,
what. That.
But
it did limit your payout.
If you told me that coming into this weekend that would have happened, I probably would have taken your money.
Almost completing the trifecta was the Raiders. 24-17 loss for the Raiders.
Only in Vegas do you kick a field goal with no time left to cut it to 7.
That's
only in Vegas.
That's how you keep the fans happy, baby.
Ooh, boy, that keeps the building full.
Raiders cover on a meaningless field goal with 0 seconds left on the clock.
It's kind of embarrassing. It was kind of embarrassing to watch.
Dude, embarrassing is the fact that the Broncos are the 1 seed in the AFC, and there are serious people that think the Broncos can win the Super Bowl.
Well, ask a Bronco fan.
I assure you, this team is not long for the playoffs. This is not a very good football team.
The ugliness becomes the method to the madness. At some point, they get so good at ugly, you can't out-ugly them. You know, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but they play in the mud, man. They're pigs. They pull you into the piggy mud, and you got to slosh around with them. And 9 times this year, you couldn't do it. You know,
11 times now.
11 times. I mean, there's at what point do you admit that style, while hideous, is pretty freaking effective?
I don't know.
I know. I'm probably closer to admitting it than you are.
I'm certainly not close.
When I watch them, there are 2 teams in the NFL that play the kind of defense that it might be all they need, and it's Denver and Houston.
Yeah.
I mean, there's 13 guys on the field for both of them.
Yeah. No, it's a good win for the Broncos because it's a road win.
It wasn't a good win. That was the Raiders, man. They should have passed them.
The Raiders are, I mean, it's almost impossible for the Raiders to win a football game. So even the fact that it's a 1-score game, the Broncos were never in doubt of losing this game.
No,
the Raiders went down and scored the very first drive and were inept for the rest of the game.
This is a conference rivalry game. It's expected and acceptable to run up the score to hammer somebody. You don't have to play them close like that.
Well,
no, they didn't try to play them close. They're just not that very good on offense. It's just admit the fact that they have to have a miracle day from some random back to keep themselves, kind of in the conversation as, hey, we're really good.
Now, the Rams know how to handle a division opponent on the road.
That's what you do.
The Rams, coming off a loss, they said enough of that. 45-17 road win in Arizona. Matt Stafford back on the MVP track, 281 yards and 3 touchdowns. Puka Nacua, 7 receptions, 167 yards.
He could have had 20
and 2
receptions.
touchdowns.
He was open all night. And the running game, my goodness, Kyron and Corum.
And Blake Corum,
boy.
They both got in on the action.
Best team in football.
36 carries, 249 yards. That is a 6.9 yard per carry average. And that includes 3 kneel downs by Jimmy Garoppolo to end the game. So they were over 7 yards a real carry, a dominant showing. And Jacoby Brissett, for what it's worth, another multiple touchdown, 270-yard game. He's doing his best, but it's just not a very talented team.
No.
And the Rams are very, very, very good at
Rounded
sport.
into form, man. That looked very, very good yesterday against a team in Arizona who, like you said, I mean, they're moving
fight,
the ball.
Man.
They're
They
fighting
fight.
hard. The Rams
They just
woke up
suck.
feeling it today, but yeah, the Rams are the best team in football.
Packers take over first place in the NFC North, 28-21 win over Chicago in a game that probably shouldn't have been as close as it was. The Packers were in control of the game most of the time. Bears get a nice late rally only to come up short.
It might have been different if they're playing in Chicago.
Maybe.
I think the fandom, it made a difference. Green Bay's good. They ain't great.
No, I agree. I don't think either one of these teams is anything particularly special. Caleb Williams, 19 of 35, 186 yards, a 40.6
What's his
QBR
coach name?
day.
Johnson?
Ben Johnson, yeah.
Heck of a football coach. Heck of a coach. Disguising the issues and keeping that team doing the little things that they're good at. The defense flies to the ball and they can run the football. That's enough.
Well, it wasn't enough yesterday.
I mean, that's enough to get better and protect your quarterback.
And then the Texans.
Wow.
I don't know if we're playing taps yet for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, we're playing taps.
But we are at least very, very close. Here's for perspective. The Chiefs now have a about a 1 in 6 chance to make the playoffs. So if you shake up a dice and roll it, and it doesn't land on 6, you lose. That's the odds of the Chiefs making a dice roll. You've got to guess the number, hit it. If the Chiefs go 4-0, if they win out, they are still a coin flip to make the playoffs. That's how bad it's gotten in Kansas City right now. That game last night, the end of that game, watching Travis Kelce get hit in the hands with the ball and lose it over his head.
Twice on that drive, he dropped the ball.
Lose it over his head and be an interception that sealed the season for Kansas City. And he couldn't even get out on the field for the last drive. He was so distraught by this.
Crushed, by the way. I think when he didn't get the ball, he was chasing the ball, and somebody took his chest out.
Yeah.
You could tell it took a minute to get his breath back. But kind of an appropriate end, between a pass that was delivered by Mahomes. Mahomes was delivering the ball yesterday. His receivers, Rice,
he had a couple drops. I mean, listen, it's super cold, but
hey, you're Kansas City. You're used to that.
Yeah, you got to be the team that's used to it.
I don't want to take anything away from what Houston did. I didn't think they had it in them. I really didn't think they could go in on a Sunday night and beat Kansas City, even when Kansas City was down. I just didn't think they did. And the defense led by Kazoo, the dude with the big head, they're the hardest hitting. You better hit somebody hard. You're going to have to wear that helmet.
He did.
And he does. That's the hardest hitting defense in football.
Yeah, both those teams were hitting hard yesterday. It was a fun. I mean, for an ugly game, it was a fun game to watch.
Can we give Chris Jones just a little bit more credit than he gets? I know he gets enough, and he's all pro and first team every year. He's better than that. He is a single-handed defensive destruction.
Yeah, they don't really talk about him anymore, but I think mostly because the Chiefs' defense is no longer elite. But
he's alone, man. He was in the backfield, and they did all they could. But Houston, what a heck of a gut win. And now we know that Kansas City ain't what they were.
Yeah.
But if I'm a Texan fan, I'm feeling pretty good today.
Now, as we sit for the playoff scenarios right now, that game last night pushed the Texans in as the 7 seed, pushed the Colts out as the 8 seed. So the Colts sit at 8-5. They are the 8 seed right now. They've lost their quarterback. Things are looking bad, looking bleak for them. But the only other teams that still have a chance to move into the playoff mix, and all of these chances are pretty bleak. Ravens at 6-7, Chiefs at 6-7, Dolphins at 6-7, and the Bengals at 4-9 still have a shot at the division because the Steelers lead that division at 7-6.
Well, I think with the playoffs are set, we know the characters. Every team you just mentioned ain't going. I can't find a way that any team that you just, and including Kansas City, just too many other things have to happen. So now we're just shuffling the deck as to the playoff teams, right? Which team of the 4 you just mentioned do you honestly believe has a shot?
The Ravens. And here's why. Because they still have a head-to-head with Pittsburgh left. And Pittsburgh has a game with the Dolphins this week, which now suddenly is very losable. They have a game at Detroit. And they have a game at Cleveland. And those are all games.
What's Baltimore's?
Let me see what Baltimore's schedule is. But all of those games are games that I could see.
I agree. They could lose all 3.
Yeah, they're not above losing any of those. Baltimore's at Cincinnati. It's an elimination game this weekend. Baltimore at Cincinnati.
What's after that?
Home Patriots.
Ooh.
At Packers.
Ooh.
At Steelers.
Both of them have a rough road. This is going to be whoever gets out of this is going to be battle tested, if not good.
Yeah, I do think the Colts are dead in the water.
I think they're going to end up 8-9. I don't know. I don't see how they win another game.
I mean, they're Anthony Richardson unavailable to play. The Colts don't have a first-round draft pick for the next 2 years. Like, this is it. And now Daniel Jones is going to be ready to start next season. They're in a really weird spot now for a team that's really good and just doesn't have an answer at the position where it matters most. I mean, it'll give you I guess it'll make you competitive. I don't know. It's unfortunate.
They were ahead of schedule. They were a surprise anyway. They're on pace.
Yeah. The other team in the AFC playoff mix, that we haven't talked about today, that's because they play tonight, is the LA Chargers. And the LA Chargers are probably the hardest team in the league for me to put my finger on. Like, what are they? I give them a lot of credit because I feel like they're playing well. It's almost like Buffalo. All things considered, they're playing pretty well. Like, they should not be as good as they are because the injury situation and everything has been so bad that it's like they've got a built-in excuse to not be good. But I think they're still kind of good. But then also when they lose, I'm like, yeah, of course they lost.
Yeah.
They don't have an offensive line. They don't have any receivers. They don't have any running backs. They don't have anything.
When you compare them with the other AFC teams that are in the mix for playoffs, and you figure if they played each other, who'd be favored? I don't think the Chargers would be favored in over half those games. I don't think so. You know, I think they're as good as they could be given their circumstances, but I have no idea. That's why I'm kind of excited about watching this game tonight because I don't know which Charger team's going to show up.
Well, I mean, and the Eagles, you never know which.
Right. So they could whoop them. They could show up tonight. If they run the ball the way they did the last couple weeks, they're going to put Philadelphia in a corner. But if they can't, I wonder how many interceptions I'm going to see Herbert throw with his one good hand.
Yep. All right, let's take a break. We'll keep talking NFL on the other side. We got some losers coming up. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1.
'Tis the season to drive something orange. If you don't have an orange tractor sitting in your barn, if you don't have an orange zero-radius turn lawnmower sitting in your garage, you probably didn't get the very best. And I'm talking about an Ewald Kubota kind of very best. Ewald Kubota around South and Central Texas has been taking care of farmers, ranchers, and gardeners all around for as long as I can remember. And there's no better time to go get some of that good stuff that Kubota always offers. The deals are plentiful right now, but I want you to remember when you walk into one of those great Ewald Kubotas that your first purchase is just the beginning of a long-term relationship because the Ewald name matters around here. It matters to those that have had tractors for years that still go get the parts ready when they need it, for those that have job sites that need a partner at work that's going to show up with the right tool at the right time and make sure everything flows with you. That's what matters. And John Ewald knows that when you walk in and shake hands with a Kubota representative and buy your first bit of Ewald history, it's going to be the first of a long relationship. So remember that when you walk in, no reasonable offer is ever refused. You got great financing going on with tractors. Rebates are you got doubled warranties on hay balers going on. If you need it, they got it. Now's the time to go get it. Head over to Ewald Kubota from the Texas coast to the Texas Hill Country. Ewald Kubota, yes, they are your Kubota dealer.
1, 2, 3, Cowboys! South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Sunday night at 7:20. The Cowboys take on the Minnesota Vikings at home in Arlington. Pre-game at 6. Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, the Davis Law Firm, Hornitos Tequila, Connecticut, and Jim Beam.
How about them Cowboys?
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
Never have I ever called my sister from the finish line of my first marathon.
Hello?
You won't believe where I am.
Are you running?
Mile 26. I'm gonna make it.
Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e with its advanced camera system on us. Plus, 2 lines for just $30 a line.
Guys, I can't believe it.
I knew you could do it, babe.
That was amazing.
Mom, how do you feel?
I feel great. I can't feel my feet. Let's take a picture, and then you may carry me to the car.
Share every stride, every mile, every memory on America's best network. Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e on us and 2 lines for just $30 a line.
With 24 monthly bill credits and 2 eligible port-ins on Essentials 55 Plus for well-qualified customers with autopay plus taxes, fees, and $35 device connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us. Finance agreement 128 gigabytes, $599.99 required. Best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence data 1H 2025. Visit T-Mobile.com.
This college football season, the Crunch Time Hero of the Week is brought to you by PorkRinds.com, the nation's premier hub for pork rind lovers everywhere. Each week, a college player will post on Instagram, and each share over a 2-week period equals a $1 donation to the Archer Foundation, which helps families who are dealing with DIPG, DMG, pediatric brain cancer. Giving back with the perfect snack to celebrate those big Crunch Time plays. Find your rind at PorkRinds.com or find Southern Recipe pork rinds at H-E-B.
San Antonio, the holidays are here, and so are the perfect gifts. The Dallas Cowboys Pro Shop has everything you need to shop for everyone on your list. Jerseys, hats, hoodies, jackets, and more, all ready to wrap and put under the tree. Find them at any of their 4 locations: River Center, North Star Mall, Ingram Park Mall, and Hebner Oak Shopping Center. They're open 7 days a week. Holiday shopping made easy. Only at the Dallas Cowboys Pro Shop.
Hello, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio, and since 1994, I've been representing people and families seriously injured by negligent drivers. I think everyone knows that driving while using a cell phone, texting, posting videos is dangerous. Study after study shows that use of a cell phone like this is the same or worse than driving under the influence. Yet, many people insist on using their cell phones while driving. I've had many cases where my client was injured by one of these people because they chose to use their cell phone. Who are these people? You and I have both seen them, probably today. Men, women, old, young, minivan drivers, truck drivers, 18-wheeler drivers. I know this. The same person that chooses to use their cell phone while driving is the same person who will lie about it later, just to avoid taking responsibility. If you choose to use a cell phone while driving and hurt someone, you'd better hope they don't call me. If you or a family member has been injured in a vehicle collision, call me. Jason Thompson, 210-900-0400. That's 210-900-0400.
America's Diamond has never sold lab-grown diamonds, and we warned our clients, friends, and neighbors that wholesale prices would crash to almost nothing. 2-carat GVS2 lab-grown diamonds are currently being traded at wholesale for $264, but some jewelers are still selling them online for $3,000 to $4,000. Repeat, wholesale $264, retail $3,000 to $4,000. Some retailers are selling 1-carat lab-grown diamonds for under $300, and others are giving them away for free with purchase. Lab-grown diamonds are very easy to detect with gemological equipment. Tens of millions of carats are produced in huge factories in China and India, using a tremendous amount of subsidized electricity supplied by coal-burning power plants. America's Diamond has only offered traditional, real, natural earth-grown diamonds that are rare, extremely beautiful, and have had real value for centuries. See our television program tonight on ABC KSAT 12 at 12:35 a.m. or right now at americasdiamond.com.
You're listening to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
.30 on the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. The NFC playoff standings. The NFC, man, what a tough place to be right now in the NFC. Like I said, going into yesterday, the Chicago Bears were the 1 seed in the NFC. Today, they are the 7 seed in the NFC. 1 day later, that's all it took.
And that's why we play the games. I mean, nobody in their right mind believed them to be a 1 seed by talent. But
the teams on the outside, there are only there are 5 teams eliminated. So there's 4 in the AFC eliminated: Jets, Browns, Raiders, Titans. The 5 NFC teams eliminated: Giants, Commanders, Saints, Cardinals, and joining them this week, the Atlanta Falcons are now eliminated. The Minnesota Vikings are on life support, and I don't see a real path for the Vikings. We've talked a lot about on this show the Cowboys at 6-1.
It's over.
I think it is over. But I think the 2 teams that do have a chance to get in, if things break right for them, well, one is Carolina, because I think they've got a real path to winning the division.
As Tampa.
Yeah, Tampa's melted. Mm-hmm. I mean, they have just fallen apart. But I do think, and with those 2 games they have against each other, I think I favor Carolina over them right now. I think Carolina's better than them right now. And then Detroit's 8-5, sitting right on the outside is, I mean, obviously they've got the talent, but they all season long have looked kind of broken.
I thought before, and certainly the Cowboys cure what ails a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Especially that defense. But I thought, and I still believe, that there's something going on inside. Detroit put together a heck of a football game, and they won a game that they had to on gumption and some good play calls and some luck. Detroit is going to be the most interesting watch because they're the most talented team standing on the edge. Of all the other teams that are on both sides, they're the most talented team that could make the furthest run of the potential wild card opportunity.
More than Baltimore?
Yes, I do think that they've got more weapons than Baltimore. And it's hard for me to say, but as long as Detroit is inside, I say that. Once Goff has to go play outdoors, it's a whole other ballgame. But talent for talent, team for team, I think they're the one team that is not where they should be. They should be probably 3-4 wins better, probably sitting and really vying for not only their division win, but maybe in the NFL for their conference. There's enough talent there, and it's not going to pan out well for them for whatever reason. Just because they beat the Cowboys in a playoff game, that didn't mean much. That's not impressive to me.
What the Lions do not have is a favorable schedule down the stretch.
No.
It starts this weekend with at the Rams.
They ain't going to win that one.
They are 5.5-point dogs on Sunday. They follow that up with a home game against the Steelers, and then they are on the road.
Here's the big one.
For 2 division games at Minnesota and at Chicago. The Lions are in a dogfight.
They
now.
Are. They should be in a better place. They're more talented. This is not what they thought they'd be.
The Lions probably have to win 3 out of the 4 of those games.
They do, and they better been both those division games.
Yeah.
So the Pittsburgh game is do or die. Or die.
Because, like I said, we're assuming they're going to lose to the Rams this weekend.
I think I'm pretty comfortable with
It's hard. It's hard to bet against the Rams right now.
In L.A., healthy? Yeah. Oh, no.
But that game, and you talk about a legacy game for Jared Goff, week 18 might be literally for the 7 seed at Chicago. If Jared Goff outdoors in the freezing cold loses that game, he won't hear the end of it if it keeps him out of the playoffs.
I agree. I think there's some more transition that'll happen in Detroit. I just think that they apexed, and if they don't deliver this year, I don't know what you do but start changing some parts.
All right. Just so you guys know, we do have the stat is right this week, so we'll play that coming up in the 9 o'clock hour. Coming up next, we're going to take a look at the losers. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your commute, rolling slowly 35 northbound, South Cross to 90. Had a couple of accidents in that area that did clear. So this is just a slow residual delay along with your rush hour delays. 90 eastbound 211 to 410. Traffic rolling about 25 minutes. Got a stall at 35 southbound Rittiman off to the right shoulder, and another at Loop 410 eastbound approaching Broadway. Both of those stalls right shoulder blocked. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. Taco Bell's Luxe Cravings boxes give you decadent options. $5 gets you fan favorites, $7 gets you the fancy stuff, and $9 sends you on a journey of flavor exploration. Get yours at participating stores for a limited time. Prices and participation may vary. Drinks excludes freezes. Tax extra.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149. Uncover the root of your problems and improve the quality of your life. I'm Dr. Torres from the Institute for Functional Health. For more than a decade, we have helped people restore energy, vitality, libido, and drive. Most patients come to us because they feel unheard or stuck. Schedule your Discovery Day. We'll talk about your history, run advanced testing, and build a personalized plan that fits your life. We have helped thousands of people just like you. Call 210-468-1891. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health. 210-468-1891.
Guys, you've heard of TRT, but you have no idea what testosterone can do for you. Once you start treatment, you'll wish you had done it sooner. All the guys I know that go to Synergenics and Low T Center for TRT love it. The TRT test is free, not hundreds of dollars. The testo is pure, not compounded. Guys feel full of energy, not like they're still waiting for it to kick in. Get in now for your free TRT test. No appointment necessary before 10 a.m. or book ahead at fixmylowt.com. Jason Minix here from The Blitz with a great way for you to make December basketball a lot more exciting, and that's playing along on Underdog. The best place to get in on all the action, make your picks, and win money right now in Texas. It's fun, it's easy. All you have to do is pick whether your favorite players are going to go higher or lower on stats like points, rebounds, steals, and more. Think about De'Aaron Fox and his point totals. Get your picks right, you can win up to 5,000 times your cash. So download the Underdog app today. Use promo code STAR to score $75 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code STAR at Underdog. Make picks, win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
There's one name in roofing that stands high above the rest: Stevens Roofing. A quality roof overhead by Stevens Roofing means comfort, confidence, and peace of mind. It's protection for all the things you love. And during this holiday season, Stevens Roofing would like to thank all the first responders and military service members for the protection and peace of mind they provide. So for all your roofing needs, commercial or residential, remember Stevens Roofing. Online at stevensroofing.net. Happy holidays from Stevens Roofing.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation, so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
When you switch to Progressive and bundle your home and auto, you could save hundreds, and that's a surprising amount of money.
Whoa, that's like farmer's market money.
That's like give me a gallon of that locally sourced raw honey money.
That's certified organic heirloom tomatoes in every imaginable color except red money.
That's let's get 2 pounds of pink oyster mushrooms money. I'm not even sure I like pink oyster mushrooms.
Guess it's time to find out, because you could save hundreds when you switch to Progressive and bundle. Then the world is your pink oyster mushroom. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free. It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up Monday on The Blitz, we are live at Top Golf, New Braunfels. Can't wait for that.
And we'll know where everybody's going when it comes to the college football playoffs and the bowls.
Now we'll talk about the Cowboys. Did they get any help over the weekend?
The Blitz, live at Top Golf New Braunfels, Monday at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
8:42 on the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Let's take a look at the people who didn't have such a great weekend. We like to call them affectionately and lovingly and with all due respect, the losers.
You lose.
You are such a loser. You're a bona fide schmuck.
Time now to find out who blew it this weekend. The losers.
You bunch of losers!
Look who's back. It's the loser.
I'm going back to a better class of losers.
With AJ and Rob on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Hello, losers.
Hello, losers. Let's start. I mean,
there's easy ones. There's some low hanging fruit this week.
Oh yeah, grab those first.
I'm gonna go with Notre Dame.
Yeah, that's pretty easy.
Listen, man, sucks. You didn't win it. You didn't make it in. Notre Dame is without question one of the best teams in the country, without question. But
this isn't the first time this has happened, Notre Dame.
No, maybe get in a conference. I don't know. Maybe that would help.
It would.
But to say we're not going to play in our bowl game. We don't want to play a bowl game. The committee's a joke.
Well, guess what? We don't care.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Okay. All right.
Stay home. I don't give a crap.
Bye, bitch.
Yeah, dude. You think that's a threat? You
Bye,
promise?
Bye, Felicia. Beat it. Yeah, I don't care. That's a loser mentality.
We're not going to play. Well, damn, I wasn't going to watch anyway.
Yeah,
but okay.
Beat it. Be gone, friend.
And welcome to the party, Notre Dame. You just go do your homework, go to confession, and we'll see you next year. Yeah,
it's a farce.
I'm telling you, man.
It's a farce.
The arrogance of Domer is just beyond me. It's the arrogance. I guess it's earned over 100 years of success. But my God, bunch of babies. The baseball writers, the old timers committee.
Oh God,
they're losers.
Oh my God,
they're losers
again.
But if you hadn't heard, Jeff Kent is going to get to put on the jacket, and the greatest pitcher and the greatest baseball player I ever saw are still going to sit at home. Roger Clemens and Barry Bonds are
still not in the mix.
Not going to be in the Hall of Fame, and they're never going to be in the Hall of Fame.
No,
not while they're alive. I think that they're going to just need to accept the fact that they're not going to go in.
Here's the way that it is going to work for them. There's a new protocol that went into effect with this ballot. If you draw 5 or fewer votes, you won't be eligible the next time their era is considered. They can be nominated again in a subsequent cycle, but if they fall 5 votes short again, they will never be considered again. So that means Bonds and Clemens moved one step closer to never.
Oblivion.
So if Bonds, Clemens, Gary Sheffield, who also fell 5 votes short, which is unbelievable. I mean,
how is he not?
So good.
It's just crazy.
When they are nominated, when their era comes around again in 2031, if they fall short of 5 votes again, it will be their last shot at ever getting into the Hall of Fame, at least the way it's currently constructed.
We've got 5 years to rehab, to redo, or hope the voters die out.
Yeah.
To get the greatest hitter that ever played the game.
Yeah.
Into the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
All right.
And now I will say Jeff Kent getting in is a little surprising, maybe, because Jeff Kent is.
Everybody else of this era got in. He was due if you go by the other dudes that were in.
But Jeff Kent is not what you would call a likable person.
No, he's
but apparently, like, while that seems to matter for Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens, Jeff Kent, it's all right. Meanwhile, Dale Murphy, who's probably the most likable guy who's ever played baseball, fell well short of his number as well. It's crazy to think Gary Sheffield has 509 home runs and didn't even get close on the vote. Not even close. Fernando Valenzuela also fell below that 5 ballot threshold. So, lots of losers to be had there.
That whole group, losers.
Yeah, I'm losers, crumb bums even. Crumb bums is what I would call them. I hate to call him one. I think Andy Reid's a loser today. It's easy to point.
Going for it on fourth
Yes.
and what, on your own 31?
Your own 30?
That's a bold move, Cotton.
Dude, I get it. And there's plenty of blame to go around for guys like Rashee Rice and Travis Kelce, but you're at your own 30 in a tie game. And mind you, in the second half, the Texans' offense was a corpse.
Yeah.
They had done.
they didn't do nothing.
They couldn't move the ball at all.
Ridiculous.
And you're like, yeah, we're going to go for it in our own territory.
They can kick field goals, though.
They can do that.
They can do that.
But, what are you thinking?
That's just arrogance. That's desperation or arrogance, and I don't know which one it was.
And I'm usually like, hey, man, go balls to the wall. That was an embarrassing call there. I hate that call.
Okay, inside that game. Well, no, not that game. I'm going to do another one. I'm at a loss. I don't know who the loser is specifically, but I still don't know what a catch is in the NFL. After the ball.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know if Likely caught that. I think he did. Seemed like he did to me. He just had it too far away from his body. Is that the rule now? You have to bring it all the way
bring it in
to prove.
Yeah.
But he had 2 steps down.
Yeah, I was going to say, you have a football move.
If he'd have tucked it in and just taken a step in and dropped it, that'd have been a touchdown, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't understand, and I will continue not to understand the interpretation of a catch. It shouldn't be this difficult.
No, it should not.
So the rule's a loser.
And finally, I'll throw a little shade at Dana White here, who I don't know if you
might not have break his arm this week.
Yeah. That was in the co-main event. By the way, not a loser. Shout out to Josh Van, Houston's own Josh Van, the second youngest UFC champion in history, and the first Houston fighter in UFC history to win a UFC title. Nice. But he won in about 30 seconds when the champion Alexandre Pantoja fell and posted on his arm, and his arm broke, or at his elbow. And Dana in the post-fight was like, yeah, I don't know when he's going to fight again. It's not broken. It was his shoulder. We popped it back in the back. I'm not a doctor.
And there's swelling involved.
I'm not a doctor, but I know the difference between an elbow or a forearm and a shoulder.
Yeah, they're 2 different places.
What I saw happen to that arm,
it was bending the wrong way.
You can't just pop it back in and we'll see. Maybe he'll be back in a month or so. No,
just put some dirt on it. He'll be fine.
Yeah, like don't try and feed us BS. Yeah. I mean, we all saw it. We know what it is.
Dude's hurt.
It happens.
Hurt bad.
It happens, and he'll be back. But yeah, don't try and tell me he hurt his shoulder when I saw his forearm snap in half. Stop. Who are you trying to fool, Bubba? Who are you trying to fool? All right, let's we'll take a break a little bit early because, knock on wood, I believe we're going to have head coach of the UTSA Roadrunners, Jeff Traylor, on with us on the other side. So hopefully we can get that job done. 1 hour left of programming here on the Morning Huddle on a Monday. It's 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You're listening to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. Taco Bell's Luxe Cravings boxes give you decadent options. $5 gets you fan favorites, $7 gets you the fancy stuff, and $9 sends you on a journey of flavor exploration. Get yours at participating stores for a limited time. Prices and participation may vary. Drinks excludes freezes. Tax extra.
Another episode brought to you by Prize Picks, and I'll tell you, it's the holiday season. It's the best time of year for sports. The bowl games are beginning. You got college and pro basketball. You got playoff pushes all around, and it's all happening at once. There's no better place to play than at Prize Picks. I love going to Prize Picks because I get to stack different leagues. I like a football play. Let's say I like Jamar Chase this weekend. I also like Wemby with the blocks. I could add that in there as well. And you like to play the hockey as well. You've got everything there that you can stack. Above and beyond that, if you have a favorite player, you can play them in a lot of different ways. That's Prize Picks. Go download the app today. And when you do, remember the code ALAMO. If you remember the word Alamo, there's free play in there. So go download code PrizePicks. And remember the code Alamo. Get your money early. You get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Again, that's the code Alamo to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks, it tis the season to go play on your PrizePicks. And you know why? Because it feels so good to be right.
Stay warm and save money this winter with a heater tune-up from Right Home Services. Their expert techs make sure your system runs efficiently and safely. Call 210-444-0000 or visit righthomeservices.com. Get it done right.
The right stuff.
When you switch to Progressive and bundle your home and auto, you could save hundreds, and that's a surprising amount of money.
Whoa, that's like farmer's market money.
That's like give me a gallon of that locally sourced raw honey money.
That's certified organic heirloom tomatoes in every imaginable color except red money.
That's let's get 2 pounds of pink oyster mushrooms money. I'm not even sure I like pink oyster mushrooms.
Guess it's time to find out, because you could save hundreds when you switch to Progressive and bundle. Then the world is your pink oyster mushroom. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
If a Lenovo computer for your business is on your holiday list, don't shop around. Just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com. It's your last chance to get exclusive deals on the PCs you want for your business, like the ThinkPad X9 14 Aura Edition and Yoga 7i 2-in-1. So avoid all that shopping chaos and price comparing, and just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com, where PCs are up to 35% off. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textterms.us. Texting enrolls you for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply or play. Stop to opt out. Compounded products are not FDA approved for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription requires provider consultation. Availability varies by state. Pricing varies by product and plan. See joinfridays.com for details and safety info.
GLP-1s are powerful, especially when paired with the right weight care program. Hi, I'm Dr. Weiss, co-founder of Fridays. We built a GLP-1 program that goes beyond medication to help you achieve lasting results. For one simple monthly price, Fridays delivers more than just your prescription. You'll get access to the full Fridays GLP-1 program, which includes unlimited provider visits, registered dietitians, group support, movement coaching, and more, all designed to support your journey toward a healthier, sustainable weight. It's 100% online, and if prescribed, your medication ships directly to your door.
Text SUCCESS to 200-300 and join Fridays today. Affordable GLP-1s as low as $38 per week. Text SUCCESS to 200-300 now for $50 off your first order. That's SUCCESS to 200-300.
Weight loss results will vary. What does it mean to work with one of the largest personal injury law firms in Texas? At Thomas J. Henry, it means we can take cases all the way to trial when others would have accepted a low settlement offer. It means Thomas J. Henry can put our team of legal minds, investigators, and medical experts to work for you. It means you get personal attention and access to our team when you need us. Visit thomasjhenrylaw.com. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. Principal Office, San Antonio.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your commute, rolling slowly 35 northbound, South Cross to 90. Had a couple of accidents in that area that did clear. So this is just a slow residual delay along with your rush hour delays. 90 eastbound 211 to 410. Traffic rolling about 25 minutes. Got a stall at 35 southbound Rittiman off to the right shoulder, and another at Loop 410 eastbound approaching Broadway. Both of those stalls right shoulder blocked. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
In the NFL, the Houston Texans got their fifth straight win, improving to 8-5 on the year, beating the Chiefs 20-10 in Kansas City, putting the Chiefs' playoff hopes on life support in the process. Tonight on Monday Night Football, the Philadelphia Eagles head to L.A. to take on the Chargers. Kickoff at SoFi set for 7:15, a game you can catch live on 94.1. In college football, the playoffs are set. Indiana is the number 1 seed, followed by Ohio State, Georgia, and Tech. They all get the bye. Miami leapfrog Notre Dame, leaving the Irish at home. They're going to face Texas A&M on Saturday, December the 20th at 11 o'clock. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hello, friends and fellow Americans. We address you from here in the San Antonio Sports Star studios with peace and love. Peace and love. Hopefully have Jeff Traylor join us here in a moment to talk all about UTSA. What bowl? The First Responder Bowl? Is that what it's called?
First Responder up there in Dallas at the Gerald Ford Stadium.
Okay. All right.
That's a good get. They get the practice. They get to go up and play in front of a hot recruiting ground up there in Dallas that he is you got to recruit out of. Considering the season they had, I think it's a just reward. I think they should be happy for it. They're going to get some TV time and some practice and some swag and had a pretty decent recruiting class. It was a pretty good week for UTSA.
Florida International playing in their first bowl game since 2019 in that matchup against UTSA, the Serve Pro First Responder Bowl.
You know, they beat a team that's in the tourney. They took down Tulane, so they got a little feather in their cap.
That's a nice thing. Yeah.
I mean, this wasn't the season they wanted.
No, he's Jeff Traylor's the first to tell you when it's been a disappointing run, but they did get to bowl eligibility, which I don't know if you can consistently do that at a place like UTSA. You're doing your job. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And this just half of it. I mean, you bring in these recruits. With the transfer portal is where your money's made and spent. So we'll see how that progresses. But he pulled some good JUCO talent out, a really great linebacker, one of the best in the country. So I think he can be proud of what he pulled. Some local talent as well, recruited the state of Texas. So I think when you have the checklist of what a coach for a high, mid-major school should be doing, I think all the boxes got checked. He won the games appropriate, got through some injury issues. We're going to see how much talent he can hold on to because there's going to be some vultures circling, and we'll see where we're going. But I think everybody involved with the program should pat themselves on the back. They're progressing as they're growing into this big-time conference that they kind of joined probably earlier than they should have.
Yeah, probably so. And one thing I like about what UTSA did was they finished the season. I mean, they didn't – I won't say they finished it strong because they lost to Army the last game of the season. But after that – the North Texas debacle, they really kind of turned things around and looked a lot better in my opinion. All right, let's jump on the Buyers Barricade guest line and talk to the man himself, the head coach of the UTSA Roadrunners, the bowl-bound UTSA Roadrunners. Coach Jeff Traylor joins us on the program. Good morning, Coach. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you guys?
Oh, we're rested and relaxed. We didn't have the busy week that you did. Tell us just the nuts and bolts of signing day. Coach, are you guys still using a fax machine?
No, there's no more of that. It's a lot easier than it used to be. But the nerves are still the same. You're still wanting to come across, but it's a lot easier to check your phone and see if someone's already got an email done. That's crazy. It blows my mind.
Do they have to use DocuSign?
Yeah, they actually do, believe it or not.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume that.
The legal part of this, you're signing a contract.
Yeah. I guess give a brief overview of your class, how you feel about what you're bringing in for next season.
Yeah, I mean, I know everybody says it because that's what coaches are supposed to say. You know, it's the best one ever. I've always been a little bit more realistic. I mean, you don't really know till you get them here. But I know that the corner that we got, late was a really good get for us. Assad Chapman's one of the top corner in the country, junior college corner. That was a great pickup for us, and then getting the offensive tackle there very late. So we signed those 17 on the first day, and then we got the offensive tackle we recruited and the corner that we recruited, who they chose us over some really good P4s for the opportunity to come in and play pretty quickly.
I saw a lot of balance. Were you focused to stay balanced on both sides of the ball, or is this just how it shook up?
I'd like to take credit that we were 9 on offense, 9 on defense, and 1 on special teams, just to let y'all know how brilliant I was. That's just the way the cookie crumbled. I mean, that doesn't happen very often. But, yeah, we were totally balanced, man. That was our plan from the beginning. 9 offense,
amazing.
9 defense.
You plan your work and work your plan.
Yeah. So, we've still got a ways to go. That's the crazy part of this new world. That's the first signing period. We got the portal coming open. Then we got another signing day. So we got a long ways to go still. We're just getting started.
Talk a little bit about this quarterback from Argyle that you brought in over the weekend.
Yeah, he's still playing. That's always a good thing. McGuire's a really good football player, comes from a great program. They've won a ton of games there. Athlete, came to our camp, great human being. Todd Rogers has done a great job at Argyle there for years. So I know he'll be tough and well coached when we get him.
Coach, I think I saw you. Were you did you attend a high school football game on Friday?
I did. My nephews play for Bernie. Will is a wide receiver.
Number 2, right?
And and Cole is a safety and a returner for Bernie. I got 2 nephews. My brother Kurt, who coached our O-line, those are his 2 boys. And I reminded them that day, as many games I've whipped them in the front yard. This regional championship game against Ron Ritterman and Alamo Heights would just be another day. And for some reason, those guys, neither one of those kids remember those butt whoopings that their uncle used to give them back in the day.
What a great game to be at too. That was a fun game. My childhood best friend, his nephew is the quarterback there at Bernie, and so I was there watching Grant Sweeney play. So I was impressed with both teams. That number 21 for Alamo Heights is like a wrecking ball. But yeah, some good local talent. Are you allowed to talk about your nephews? Like, are you allowed to say?
My nephews. I cannot mention the quarterback that you mentioned or the running back that you mentioned, but I can sure talk about my own family.
Are your nephews going to play ball at the next level?
Blue, wouldn't they?
Yeah, Will's had chances to play. Where he's going to go, I'm not sure yet. Cole's just a junior, so he's got another year left. But Will go play somewhere. Really proud of him. That last drive that quarterback you talked about, and him went on to go down the field and beat one of my best friends in Ron Ritterman. I hurt for whoever loses because I've been there before. And I told Kerry, being in the stands, you still miss that stuff, man. You see 2 great communities there. I mean, Alamo Heights and Bernie, everybody showed up. You just miss that stuff. Student section was incredible. It just reminded me. And obviously I was thrilled for Bernie because of my nephews and the coach there, such a great guy as well. But you hurt for anybody that loses like that, especially on the last play like that. But what a great high school football game. But what a great setting. And, man, the stadium, that's the first time I've actually been in that stadium.
Really? That was mine too,
the rock pile. All right. Good to have y'all in there.
Historic. It was awesome. I felt like I was back at Tomato Bowl in Jacksonville. That place was built in the 40s as well. Probably the same, system that theirs was built in Jacksonville, the one in San Antonio was built in. It was incredible.
Coach, when you in my line of work, I can't hardly listen to the radio without listening to it. We call it forensically. I'm listening to how things are getting done. How easy is it for you to sit down and watch a football game?
No, it's hard. It's very hard. It is. But like I even said during the game, I was sitting beside my brother and a couple other Texas high school coaches, and I'm so accustomed to we have so many angles when we watch the game. Like you have the big view, which means you can see the whole field. So I always watch the secondary first. Then we have the end zone view, so you can watch the offensive line. But when you watch a game live, you have to decide whether you're going to watch the ball, which is the worst thing to watch, which is what all fans watch, or am I going to watch the back end and the secondary and the receivers, or am I going to watch the interior play? So it's very frustrating because I got lucky a couple of times. Like I just wanted to watch Will, and so I had my eyes on Will, and the ball came to him on a few plays. So, but when your eyes are in the wrong spot, it always makes you mad because you want to rewind the dang game. You can't rewind it live.
Yeah, no doubt. And they're very particular about which plays they show on the replay board.
If they don't agree with the narrative, you don't get to see that.
That's an awesome point because that's what I did every play. I literally watched what I chose to watch. Then I go to the replay board hoping it's going to show a thing I didn't get to watch. miserable but fun experience. I'd love to just be a fan and not give a rip and just watch the ball at all times.
What a life.
Yeah.
We haven't got to pick apart that Army game. I mean, obviously, never excited about a loss, but did anything come out of that you could take as a positive going forward, or do you want to bitch about anything that went wrong in that thing?
No, zero. It was nothing good came from that except it was an unbelievable college football game. I mean, for anybody that got to watch the game, it was a great, very well played, good football game that we came out on the short end of the stick, which was extremely painful. It just is. Nothing good about it except that we competed our tails off.
I want to talk to you on the grander scheme of the college football and what went down this weekend with the selection process and, the 12 and the arguments with whether Group of Five and Power Five, all that kind of stuff. What's your opinion of the process and where we sit today in college football and where you see us going? Are you happy?
You want me to be honest or give you coach talk? Right?
We want the honest truth. Let's break it down and hit it hard, Coach.
I refuse to watch it. It's so nonsensical. I refuse to participate in something that's so nonsensical.
Can it be made sensical in your mind? Is there any fix to where we are now?
I don't believe so, just because of antitrust and lawsuits. We don't get Congress involved, nothing's going to get done in our business, which is sad. You got to get Congress involved and courts. And I think we've all sat around long enough to know when you're waiting on the federal government to say something, you're in for a long process.
You're definitely right about that,
Coach. 5
Coach.
worst words in English language. We're the government and we're here to help.
Yeah. That's never good.
But we need them. We need them. I mean, I'm really grateful for the people that have the power to fight and they're trying to fight. I don't have that power. It just always comes across as a coach just griping. So I'm not going to even talk about it because it's just so not. Wherever side you choose, it doesn't make sense. I mean, it doesn't. But if you don't put a G5 in, you get sued. It is what it is.
I mean, do you think it's a good thing that there's 2 G5 teams in this playoff?
We'll see how the tournament shakes out, man. We'll see how the tournament shakes out. If two G5s go in there and they play their tails off and maybe pull an upset, there might be some validity. If they go in there and get smoked, it's not going to be good.
Yeah.
But again, they're both on the road. I mean, they're on the road. I mean, that's going to be a hard ask, man. That's a hard ask.
One more question about this. I sort of don't want to get you in trouble. What are your thoughts on conference championship games and where they should play in the hierarchy of where we are now?
Shouldn't play them. Start in the middle of August. Play. Put in about 16 or 32 teams. Be done by January the 1st. Open the portal January the 2nd. Get rid of the championship games. Move on.
That's easy. The fix is easy.
Yeah, it's real easy to say. I think it's a little tougher to pull off. Coach,
because again, you don't have one. You got TVs involved. You got presidents. You got universities. You got ADs. You got committees. It's the recipe for disaster.
As things continue to change, and I'm really interested in how every school is having to adapt to this, and getting rid of the conference championship game seems imminent. As far as you and your situation, and talking about the transfer portal and all of that, are you guys going to play a spring game?
Yeah, we are. I mean, when we're done with that portal, January 16th, we're going to be that football team. That's going to be our team, and I'm excited about it. I know our city will be excited about it. You don't have to worry about people stealing your players all year long. You just got to worry about them stealing them right now. But whoever leaves, we're going to go find some more, and we're going to play football next year. And the Roadrunners are going to have a spring game, hopefully in the Alamo Dome sometime in April.
Good news.
Is there a change that could be made to the off-season schedule that would prevent what's happening with Lane Kiffin right now? Where because you have to start coaching so early, you have to get after it in the portal, you have to get after recruiting, that you can't care about the team that you're leaving. Like, is there a fix for that, or is that just part of the game?
I think if you had the games in on January 1st, a lot of that would get fixed itself.
No,
you're not that far away. I mean, if we get the games over on January the 1st, I think some of that would fix itself. I think there should be some stuff like tampering in the National Football League, that you could take this coach, but if you do, you're going to lose. There's going to be some punishment for it. You can't. None of his players can go with him. There's got to be something to make it where in the NFL, when you tamper with somebody, you got to. It costs you something to tamper. Then you'll decide how much that guy's worth. But again, that comes down to antitrust again, and it's just, we're just not the National Football League, but we need it to be more. Because we are really trying to be the National Football League, it needs to have more rules like the National Football League.
Yeah, there needs to be an enforcement arm that, quite frankly, does not exist.
When the bowl offers come through, explain that process. Like, so the first responder bowl, they're the ones who reach out and offer you a bid. Is there any option? Like, is there another like one that you can weigh against it, or is what you get offered, is that basically the bowl that you're going to?
No, there's some discussions going on. You're in discussions with your, the AAC. We're in talk with them the entire time. Maybe just describing the situation we're in, what we'd like if possible, and they do their best to try to work with everybody. It's an impossible deal because there's a lot of prearranged agreements that you just can't negotiate with, and some you can negotiate with. So, there's some flexibility there to a degree, but it's a very complicated puzzle. James Dixon's our person that does that for the AAC, and Tim Pernetti, and that's a very tough job to make everybody in your league happy that got a bowl game, because our league was stacked. We got a lot of great teams in our league. So there's a lot of us trying to go to bowls.
And you get proximity. You get to play up in Dallas locale. We certainly see you recruiting out of there. It seems to be a pretty ideal place. Easy to get to for all your fans. So I was certainly excited about you guys getting the first responder.
I remember when I told Kerry when I got out of high school coaching and got into college coaching, I said, baby, you understand the objective of high school coaching is to play right up to Christmas, because it always ends before Christmas, and then you win a state championship, and there's nothing better than Christmas and New Year's Eve, and just the whole next year is wonderful. The objective of college sports is to destroy your Christmas vacation with your family. That's the objective. So you ruin Christmas. Isn't that a hell of an incentive?
Hey, Coach, I played basketball forever. We were always playing and practicing over Christmas, so that's a RPP for you guys.
Yeah, but you weren't married and had 3 children either, I hope, at that time. It's a whole different perspective when you go home to the wife who's telling you just destroyed Christmas again. I'm like, baby, that was the objective when we got into this thing, to destroy Christmas.
Well, yeah, if you're not playing in the holidays, it means you're probably not doing real good at your job. So
you are so true.
Congratulations on working through the holidays once again, Coach. Congratulations on this class, and best of luck in the bowl game. Hopefully we'll get to chat with you around that time. But we always appreciate you taking the time for us, and we'll talk to you again soon, Coach.
Appreciate you, Coach.
Thanks. We got to get back to that championship. I mean, I'm just frustrated as heck. It's 2 years we haven't even had a chance at it, and we got to get that fixed. And I'm very committed to doing it. I'm really excited that 6 straight years to a bowl, and our fans aren't really happy about a bowl. That means you're at a good place. So thank y'all. God bless and birds up.
There you go. That is head coach Jeff Traylor of the UTSA Roadrunners. Yeah, I saw him at that football game. I said, "Oh boy."
I appreciate the fact that we're not even going to talk about that quarterback that plays for Bernie.
Yeah, number 9.
That matters.
Yeah.
Read between the lines.
That one you were talking about.
Read between the lines.
I'll tell you what. If you were watching that game and you didn't see number 9 for Bernie and number 21 for Alamo Heights, you were watching a different game than everybody else in the building, because it was those 2 dudes taking turns going up and down the field. So hell of a game for Coach Traylor to be
we
at.
didn't bring it up. One of the things I do love about the way Coach recruits is there's a circle. I mean, there's a 300-yard and 300-mile circle around UTSA, and he recruited great out inside that circle. We got guys, all the way down to Port Arthur and through there up into Dallas. He did a great job of bringing local kids back and letting them play here in front of their friends and family. That's one of the great things about UTSA's locale and why Coach Traylor's been so successful, because he believes in high school players from the state of Texas.
Yeah.
He believes in 3A and 4A players, because he coached them. He knows the value. And you look at the team, the guys he brought in, we got some local kids played right here. Steele and Clements I see represented up in Houston, up in Dallas. It's a good mix. It's a good-looking class.
All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we are going to do the stat is right. Oh, yes. You thought I forgot? No, friends, I did not forget. We'll do the stat is right, and we'll see what's going on in the world outside of sports. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We are still working that trouble spot at 1604 westbound at Lookout. It's a stall right lane. It's about a 10-minute delay slow from Kitty Hawk. 281 southbound approaching Stone Oak Parkway. That stall's been moved off of main lane. It's now off to the shoulder. And we are noticing delays along 35 southbound Evans on down to O'Connor. Now, if you guys see something we're not talking about, call us on the traffic tip line so we can check it out at 210-785-2601. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive makes bundling easy and affordable. Get a multi-policy discount by combining your motorcycle, RV, boat, ATV, and more. All your protection in one place. Bundle and save at Progressive.com. That's Progressive.com.
Guys, you've heard of TRT, but you have no idea what testosterone can do for you. Once you start treatment, you'll wish you had done it sooner. All the guys I know that go to Synergenics and Low T Center for TRT love it. The TRT test is free, not hundreds of dollars. The testo is pure, not compounded. Guys feel full of energy, not like they're still waiting for it to kick in. Get in now for your free TRT test. No appointment necessary before 10 a.m. or book ahead at fixmylowt.com.
George gets justice. In San Antonio, we look out for each other. So if someone's reckless driving puts you in the hospital, don't call some out-of-town lawyer. Call someone who actually lives here and will fight for what you deserve. Call George Salinas Injury Lawyers. Because to George, you're a neighbor and he's got your back. And remember, you only pay if they win. Call 210-225-0909 or visit getgeorge.com. George gets justice. GetGeorge.com. Principal Office, San Antonio.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together, like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation, so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, ETHOS, ethos.com/play.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
Empower. Tim collects bobbleheads. A lot of bobbleheads. Baseball bobbleheads. Race car bobbleheads. Little chihuahua bobbleheads. He's got an entire room strictly for bobbleheads. Does he need them? No. Is his wife mad about it? A little. But Tim works with Empower, and he got good at money, so he can be a little bad. Ooh, horse bobblehead. Classy, Tim. Empower. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
This is the story of the one. As an HVAC technician, he and his digital multimeter are in high demand. So when a noisy office HVAC turns out to be a failing blower motor, he doesn't break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product information, he selects the product he needs to keep everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The post-crib assembly press conference, brought to you by Progressive.
Michael, you had some trouble putting the crib together today. What went wrong?
You know, those instructions can be tough, and, well, you saw the outcome.
Were you upset when your wife pulled you and called in the backup?
No, I mean, the baby needs a crib to sleep in, so whatever it takes.
You've got a changing table to put together next. It's got a lot of drawers. What's your comment?
You know what? We're done here.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
1, 2, 3, Cowboys! South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Sunday night at 7:20. The Cowboys take on the Minnesota Vikings at home in Arlington. Pre-game at 6. Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, the Davis Law Firm, Hornitos Tequila, Connecticut, and Jim Beam.
How about them Cowboys?
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. You're locked on the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's showtime!
Howdy, everybody. Sitting in the classroom. That's right, baby. Here we are. SA Texan says Pitbull Cruz got robbed. I could not disagree with that statement more.
I didn't see the fight.
Yeah, Cruz, Pitbull, Roach over the weekend, and Pitbull actually started really strong, and then Roach took over that fight, and it ended up being a draw. Of course, it was a draw. Erislandy Lara fought on the card. It was maybe one of the worst fights to watch in the history of time. It was just an absolute slog, almost nothing happening.
What about Mayweather's boy or who?
I don't think I saw that fight. Yeah. But yeah, I thought that Roach clearly won the fight when it was all said and done. I think that Pitbull Cruz, if you think he got robbed, you should feel very grateful that it was a draw and not something else.
I just thought Pitbull just got beat.
All right, let's we got two things to give away. Let's play the status right first. Let's get this party started.
All right, because this is going to be an interesting one. But we're going to do it again. This is your penultimate chance to win yourself some Dallas Cowboy tickets. We play the status right every week before they play a homer. This is for the Chargers game.
Yeah.
So let's introduce the hoster with a moster. His name is AJ Barker.
Thank you, Robbie. And I think this might be the last, depending on. I mean, I don't think the Cowboys are going to get a home playoff game.
This is it.
So the Chargers game is their last home game of the season. So if you want to attend a Cowboys home game, this is your last chance of the year to do it. So with that said, let's play the game. And you know how it works by now, I hope. We've been doing it all season long. We're going to throw out a statistic, and if Monday's got the advantage, I think, because they get the first crack at it. We can't ever tell you, nope, somebody's already guessed that.
Yep.
You guess what the stat is, and the closest person to it at the end of the week. Who won this week, Vic? Who was the big winner?
I don't know. Let me see.
Oh, come on,
I wasn't
Victor
here.
Brown.
I don't know.
Oh, well, never mind. We already announced who won because they won it
on Friday.
Yeah, because it was a Thursday game.
Yeah.
So we've already announced that winner.
And they're going to go see the Vikings.
Yes. And at that game, the final winner will be decided at the Vikings game. So the question for this week, the stat for this week, how many points will the Vikings score? We're going to keep it very simple. The Vikings point total. How many points will the Vikings put on the board against the Cowboys?
Because we've seen them do none.
Yep.
And then 30.
Yeah, somewhere between. I'm guessing it's going to be somewhere between 0 and 70. So
it's a safe assumption.
Yeah, if it's higher or lower than that, I think it would be, quite frankly, a shock.
Yes, it would be.
But somewhere in there. Caller number 3, 210-656-ESPN. You get the first crack at the Stat is Right, the final episode, the final week of episodes of the Stat is Right. Come on down. You could be the next contestant. You could be going to see Justin Herbert. Oh, he's a dreamboat Justin Herbert.
He might be able to use both hands by the time he gets here.
That's right. Justin Herbert, everybody wants to go see him.
And when they dress appropriately, they have the best uniform in football.
It's hard to argue that.
An old school powder blue.
Those are badass, man. They are badass. Although I think the Raiders blacks are just always pretty tough.
Respect,
but
I'm down.
I respect your opinion on that. I think that's a strong one. So caller number 3, good luck to you, and we'll be doing that all week. So now the advantage you have, if you're not the winner on week 1 or day 1 is you get to study. You can do your homework, and tomorrow when I ask the same question, you'll have a real good idea of how many points the Vikings will score here.
I think it's going to be a few. I think they're going to put a few points on the board.
They are healthy now.
Mm-hmm.
So things are looking up, maybe, but we'll see. I would say you never know with the Vikings because you never do know.
You really don't.
But also, I've seen the Cowboys make Bo Nix look like John Elway.
That's right. There's going to be some points. There's going to be some points scored. We know that.
All right, let's do a couple things that are going on outside the world of sports. A man faces criminal charges after police say he fired 3 shots at a shopper he's suspected of stealing at a Lowe's on Saturday afternoon. A man who is white was shooting at another person who was black in the parking lot. He did not hit him. He could have killed him. He says he could have hit him in the back, could have killed him, could have had a stray bullet that struck someone else. And 64-year-old Stephen Douglas Wagner pulled out his pistol and fired near the Garden Center at 3 p.m. at the store on Atlanta Highway in Gwinnett County, Georgia. Now, the arrest warrant states Wagner targeted someone he, quote, believed to be shoplifting. Another warrant describes the person he shot at as another person that was shopping at the store. A Lowe's employee told police the young man had not stolen anything. This guy is fleeing. He's running basically for his life from this guy, and he's still shooting. Starks called 911, followed Wagner back into the store, and snapped a photo that helped police make an arrest within minutes. He said Wagner's demeanor was concerning. He honestly thought when the police approached him, he was going to be rewarded for his actions.
Well,
he thought he was like a hero.
Sounds like he was doing the Lord's work.
He thought he should have been rewarded for his actions. His wife came outside and defended her husband, telling officers he was just trying to stop a thief. The police officer told the police he should have just called the police instead of involving himself in the incident, which let's just put this out there. That's what you should do. If you're not the police, don't pretend to be the police. It's never going to work out for you. He's now facing felony aggravated assault and reckless conduct charges, remains in jail without bond. As of Saturday, police had not located the young man who ran because he left before officers arrived. Starks is the father of 3 children around the same age of the young man. Starks believed the shooting was racially motivated. It's not just anyone's place to be judge, jury, and executioner because they're black. I can't imagine that. You think there's racism in Georgia?
Not in my experience.
That seems like a stretch. I'm gonna leave it at maybe. I'll leave it at maybe it was racially motivated, but I'm not gonna say probably. Does that seem fair?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Probably?
Yeah, probably. Yesterday was Pearl Harbor Day.
Mm-hmm. It's a day that's going to live in infamy.
It is. Do you know how many survivors there are from Pearl Harbor Day still alive today?
1.
Like 12, I think.
84.
There's 84?
84.
Still
remain. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
84 years ago, you're right.
Yeah.
12 still remain alive.
Okay.
84 years ago, 12 still remain alive.
Wow.
Like, can you imagine a world where a country that we're not at war at just blows up our boats and thinks they're going to get away with it?
Yeah, they paid the price.
That's crazy.
Hopefully it doesn't happen.
It's crazy. No one would ever do that. No one would do that today in 2025. That would never, ever, ever happen. So that's the good thing is we've evolved as a society where that's just not going to happen, right? No way.
Well,
Well, I don't know. I'm about to accept the Town and Country Little League Award for National Peace.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah.
So, I mean, I've got that going for me.
I believe this is probably the worst possible person to ask about this. Remember Ace Frehley died recently, Ace Frehley of Kiss.
And right before they were going to get the Kennedy Honors. Before. Just didn't make it.
In a new interview, Gene Simmons was asked what he thought about the death, and he blamed, quote, a series of bad decisions.
As in most deaths.
Contributed to his death. So those who are unaware, Ace Frehley suffered multiple skull fractures and a brain bleed after he fell at his home studio. He was put onto a ventilator and showed no signs of improvement. So they pulled him off life support. And, of course, an autopsy declared the cause was blunt force trauma. But the truth is, while he had been sober or had stated that he was sober for about 20 years, he refused advice from the people who cared about him, including yours truly, to try to change his lifestyle. And in and out of bad decisions, falling down the stairs, I'm not a doctor, but falling down the stairs doesn't kill you. There may have been other issues, and it breaks my heart.
Why did he fall down the stairs? Why?
Falling down the stairs, I'm not a doctor. This is the quote. Falling down the stairs. I'm not a doctor, but falling down the stairs doesn't kill you. No, actually, Gene, Dr. Simmons, falling down the stairs can actually kill you.
You could break your neck. Or you could get blunt force trauma.
Now, this is the same Gene Simmons after Prince died who said, how pathetic that he killed himself. Don't kid yourself. That's what he did. I'll grant you, slowly, but he killed himself. That's what drugs and alcohol is a slow death. Yeah, I don't know that this is the move to ask Gene Simmons. Like, anytime celebrity dies, maybe don't ask Gene Simmons what he thinks, because it's
it'll just be awful.
Is he,
I'm not a doctor, but falling down the stairs alone is not enough to kill a person. I've fallen down the stairs many times and never died.
Except my makeup, perfect tack.
Well, his makeup protected him.
I'm not a doctor, but I think
You're not a doctor?
I think falling down the stairs can kill you.
He has that helmet hair, so
struck me as a doctor.
Yeah.
You Dr. Love.
Dr. Love, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Here this whole time I thought he was actually Dr. Love. All right. We've got one segment left. And unfortunately, we've got to do the daily lines, but also we've got to talk about the Spurs. And I guess we'll use that segment to talk Spurs.
Wemby sighting this week, maybe.
Oh yeah, we also have a Mellow Mushroom gift card to give away.
There's so much to do, so little time. I'm going to shut up. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, Christmas leaks, you make our carpet squishy.
Here at Quartermoon Plumbing, we know all your Christmas wants, like the popular leaky faucet, the overflowing toilet, or the trendy clogged sewer line. No matter what list you're on, naughty or nice, Quarter Moon Plumbing will answer your call fast and fix your emergency quickly so you can get back to your Coco and Carolyn.
651-5899.
License number TACLA 141074E M16004.
Hey, it's the holiday season and nothing beats warm coffee, cool mornings, and that festive locker room excitement. It's in the air. Hey, it's Rob, and I'm reminding you that Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit has their Black Friday deal, and it's going on now. Choose 3 doggy daycare packages available through December the 5th or until spots run out, and they're running out fast. With over 17,000 square feet of pet partying paradise, more than an acre of play outside, plus training and spa treatments, there's no better place. It's a winter wonderland of fun for your furry family members. Call 210-750-1298 today. Call them now. They're filling up fast for the holidays.
You know the Roo Pub is proven to be the best place to watch games with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. All the games, all the fights, and when you show up at the Roo Pub, show up hungry. The food is fantastic. Open daily at 11. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch a game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Roo Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
An accident or injury can derail your life in an instant, leaving you struggling to pay for medical bills and daily expenses. At Thomas J. Henry, we believe every Texan deserves justice, no matter their financial situation. That's why we offer our no-win, no-fee promise. You don't pay us unless we win your case. We know how difficult recovering from an accident can be. Let us handle your case while you focus on getting better. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. San Antonio, Texas.
Kohl's Customer Appreciation Event is here, right in time for the gift exchange. Even though everyone pretends gifting isn't a competition, it kinda is. At Kohl's, save on gifts everyone will fight over. From sweaters and flannels to air fryers, toaster ovens, and more. Because deep down, the gift exchange isn't just about giving. It's also about winning. Shop Kohl's and save on top gifts now. Select styles, some exclusions apply. Offers end December 14th. See store or kohls.com for details.
When you switch to Progressive, you could save bundling your home and auto. Then you could put that money towards some of the surprisingly more expensive things in life.
Attention passengers, we've reached 10,000 feet and internet is now available for purchase.
I just paid hundreds for this flight, and you can't even throw in internet? I'll just take the free pretzels.
Sorry, but I do have snack boxes for sale.
I'm just gonna sleep.
In that case, we are selling pillows and blankets as well.
I'll just breathe. That's free, right?
Life costs a lot, so bundle and you could save with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Pork rinds are the crunch time hero of the snack aisle. Low carb, collagen packed, and high in protein, so you can keep the energy high without the guilt. The PorkRinds.com Instagram will make a crunch time donation with each share of the Crunch Time Hero College Football Post, with each share equaling a $1 donation to the Archer Foundation, a nonprofit dedicated to helping families dealing with DIPG, DMG, pediatric brain cancer. Share on Instagram today and grab yourself a bag of Southern Recipe pork rinds at HEB.
America's Diamond has never sold lab-grown diamonds, and we warned our clients, friends, and neighbors that wholesale prices would crash to almost nothing. 2-carat GVS2 lab-grown diamonds are currently being traded at wholesale for $264, but some jewelers are still selling them online for $3,000 to $4,000. Repeat, wholesale $264, retail $3,000 to $4,000. Some retailers are selling 1-carat lab-grown diamonds for under $300, and others are giving them away for free with purchase. Lab-grown diamonds are very easy to detect with gemological equipment. Tens of millions of carats are produced in huge factories in China and India, using a tremendous amount of subsidized electricity supplied by coal-burning power plants. America's Diamond has only offered traditional, real, natural earth-grown diamonds that are rare, extremely beautiful, and have had real value for centuries. See our television program tonight on ABC KSAT 12 at 12:35 a.m. or right now at americasdiamond.com.
If you missed the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you missed this.
I'm seeing billboards all over Houston. There is an attorney there, and his name is Dick.
Yes, that's
right.
his
He goes
name.
by Dick.
Yes.
One of his billboards is his picture, and I heart Dick.
Yeah, because that's it. That's his name.
That's great.
Is he hard on crime?
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
This is Joe Reinagle. You're listening to the home of the Aggies, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Is this you too?
No.
This is the greatest rock and roll band of all time.
Yeah.
A lot of people have told me that. I've heard it many times. I'm not a doctor.
I never liked the movies.
I'm not a doctor, but a piano falling on your head from a 4-story building doesn't kill you.
No. It'll injure you, but it won't kill you.
Oh, falling down the stairs doesn't kill you. I'm not a doctor, but seriously. All right, let's do it. Let's take a look at the Daily Lines.
It's the Morning Huddle's look at the daily lines with AJ and Rob on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You covered, yeah!
The Philadelphia Eagles are at the LA Chargers. The Chargers, 2-point home dogs to the Eagles.
Probably should be.
Man, this is tough. Same record. Eagles coming off back-to-back losses, certainly limping into this thing.
Yeah, they're going to have to fix something.
I think I just like it to be a low-scoring game. I don't trust either one of these offenses right now. The offensive lines for both teams are underwhelming at best. I think I kind of lean the Chargers to win, though.
If they
There's a lot more urgency for the Chargers to win than there is for the Eagles.
For Cowboy fans that are holding out hope.
So you're saying there's a chance.
You better be a Chargers fan tonight.
So you're saying there's a chance. DFS stuff, Kamani Vidal's hard to ignore, isn't he? What he did the other week, and apparently the Eagles, you can run on him now. That might be the way to look higher on Kamani Vidal, or at least attempts, because I don't imagine the Chargers want to have Justin Herbert slinging it 40 times.
Yeah, if Vidal can get off work, it's going to be very helpful.
It's going to be very. Yeah, you're right. You
got a note to the boss though.
It's Monday night football.
He's got to close
so,
tonight.
Yeah, that's the thing. His UPS shift. It's holidays are a busy time. In the association tonight, Sacramento is at Indiana. Indiana is a 4.5-point favorite at home against the Kings. Ooh, laying points with the Pacers sounds dreadful right now.
They had a pretty decent week.
They did have a decent week. You're right.
So I don't know how they're doing it, but they are kind of doing it.
The Minnesota Timberwolves. This is a massive number. Minnesota laying 10.5, hosting Phoenix. I don't know. I mean, Minnesota's better than Phoenix. 10.5. That is a hefty price to pay. And the Spurs coming off a loss. I think you and I both called that one.
Yep.
Cavs game. That was just going to be a tough. It was a tough spot.
They did.
And they were never even competitive in that game, quite frankly. I expect them to bounce back tonight. The question is, do they bounce back by double digits? That is the spread. The Spurs 9.5-point road favorites in Nolans taking on the Pelicans.
This shouldn't be that difficult. There's a possibility we see Steph Castle tonight. We know that Wemby will not, at least what I've seen early on, but Castle might be a game time, so we might get him back. I'm not even sure they need him. Go out and do what you've been doing, and after a couple of days of rest, I think they needed a break. This is one of those get-ready games. We got a big game coming up on Wednesday as they go to L.A. for the Emirates Cup.
Yeah, that's kind of. I mean, I would imagine they wouldn't put everything into this game.
I'm joking.
I don't think Castle. No, but I do think that. I mean, they care about that game, but not just because it's the Emirates Cup, but it's against the Lakers.
Yeah, it's a Laker game. The fact that Wemby's practicing is a good sign. I didn't think we'd see him till Christmas. Spurs are rolling along. Stay healthy. Win the games you're supposed to, like this one. And let's get some guys back on the court.
How much more wiggle room do we have before Wemby's out of the Defensive Player of the Year conversation?
Not a lot, man. What is 65's your?
I think so.
Yeah,
I'm guessing when he comes back, there's probably a no back-to-back thing or something like that.
I don't think that's a high priority.
I don't think so either.
You know
but it is.
Especially for the Spurs, because if you don't get it, maybe we don't have to pay you nearly as much.
There was a lot of money on him in that market coming into the season. A lot. That is all gone. Quick look at the college football playoff games. You aware of the lines on these?
No, I haven't seen anything yet. I hadn't really paid attention, but the early numbers should firm up pretty good. I mean, all we're waiting on is health for a couple of dudes. I mean, I don't see a lot of variance.
I'll give you a hint. None of these lines have moved at all from open.
I don't think
all 4 of them are stuck exactly where they open.
Unless we get some weird news, why would they?
Alabama at Oklahoma. What do you think the line is?
I like Oklahoma.
Oklahoma plus 1.5 at home.
I think that's about
a home
that says
dog.
Alabama. Yeah, I don't like that line at all.
Total in that game is 40.5.
That's probably closer to right.
I don't know who's going to score.
Yeah, how they're
going to
get 40.5.
Where those? I mean, Alabama. I mean, you're a one-dimensional offense. Bama is against a defense that if you were one-dimensional, they give you nothing.
And if you look,
I don't trust Oklahoma's offense.
I
either.
don't. But if you look at what Oklahoma was before Mateer got hurt, that was a pretty decent offense. And then every week after he came back, they've gotten a little bit better as he's gotten a little bit healthier. But there's still just no help offensively for him. He has to do it all.
Miami at Texas A&M, totals 51.5.
That's about right. Probably a little low.
What do you think the line is?
I'd say A&M in 3, 2,
3.5.
3.5. Yeah.
A&M minus 3.5 hosting Miami. Tulane at Ole Miss. The total in that one is 56.
Yeah, that's
1.5. Now, important to note that these two teams have played once before. And when they played the first time, Ole Miss was a 12.5-point favorite, and the total was 61.5. They won that game 45-10, thus covering the spread. Now it is 16.5, and Ole Miss doesn't have Lane Kiffin.
Yeah, but they got the guy that's been calling the plays all year. I just wonder what kind of effect Lane Kiffin had. Was he a moderating effect? Did he make you do some things that you might not have been comfortable with? Did he make you throw further down if you were the OC? Charlie Weiss Jr., that's who it is, right?
Yeah.
I think there's going to be an effect in planning and game planning, but I don't think in-game calling, I don't think there's going to be much difference.
I think I can be tempted by Tulane. I think I'll need 17.
Yeah.
But this should be a win for Ole Miss.
This
obviously
should be a walk. Yeah.
And James Madison at Oregon, total is 50.5. What's the spread?
Oregon is 12.
Oregon minus 20.5.
20. See, this won't count as an upset if Madison covers. I believe there's going to be 2 upsets, like underdogs winning the game, not just covering, but upsets. I don't think it's going to happen early.
No, yeah, it's going to be very difficult to happen. I think Oklahoma's a very live dog.
Yeah,
Miami's a very live dog too.
Are.
Miami's pretty good. Although, I don't know how you could trust their coach right now. I mean, in a big game, no thanks.
And as a 3-point, I don't really look at that upset. I'm looking at 4 or 5 point kind of upset. I just think there's going to be one or two, so, as the playoffs are typical. And I think the first one would be maybe Alabama, OU, but I don't think that's an upset. I think the next ones are coming, but we know by experience there's going to be somebody that stubs their toe. I just don't think it'll happen the first week.
Which one of the 4 teams with a bye do you feel like you trust the least?
Tech, just because they're new at this. Second, I've seen Georgia lay some eggs. I don't know. But Tech would be the primary.
Yeah. Man, I mean, it's real easy to say Tech and Indiana because they've never been there, but
Indiana been there twice this year, at least. That was a pretty damn impressive win.
In the National Hockey League, Tampa's at Toronto. Toronto is a home dog here. Tampa minus 120 on the road. Buffalo at Calgary. That's a pick 'em both ways. 110. L.A. Kings at the Utah Mammoth. The Mammoth minus 120 favorites. The Minnesota Wild minus 135 in Seattle taking on the Kraken. And the Detroit Red Wings. Detroit Red Wings, minus 125 favorites at Vancouver. Not much going on in college hoops today. Texas does play. They host Southern today. They are 21-point favorites, and Incarnate Word is playing today. They're at New Orleans. But, yeah, not a lot of there's only like 6 or 7 games, period. Not a lot of marquee ones. Did you get to watch any of the college hoops games over the weekend?
I watched Iowa State just pants Purdue.
That was wild.
And then, Iowa State can play some perimeter defense. I watched A&M go down to SMU last night.
Oh, that was a tough one. I mean, that was a real tough one if you bet the spread because goes to overtime and
then
ends up in a blowout.
Just packed the bus and left.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened in overtime.
I had two. I had a successful college hoops weekend. I had two big bets.
Gonzaga had a hell of a Friday night. That was a great win.
Gonzaga was one. I was heavy on Gonzaga against Kentucky. They beat the snot out of them. I was heavy on Louisville against Indiana. They beat the snot out of them. Although the game got a little close at the end, it made it a little sweaty, but they handled that game. And then last night, I couldn't believe my eye. Texas Tech was a 5-point favorite against LSU. LSU was undefeated, but if you've seen LSU this year, you know they're okay.
Yeah.
They ain't Texas Tech, and Texas Tech spanked their ass. That Kentucky team is a mess. There's a real problem in Kentucky right now, and Mark Pope's talking about like he doesn't even know, like if he's acting like he doesn't want to finish the season.
Yeah. He's taking it from within and without.
They got a lot of injuries right now.
It's the second year there.
Without their guys, this is about what they look like and what they should look like. But he's not handling it very well. And I'm sure being the coach at Kentucky when you lose a couple games is a lot different than being the coach at BYU.
He's taking it in the teeth. But we saw him early on. He's recruited well. That team's going to be all right.
And then the soccer draw. Did you see the?
I saw it. I don't get the. People have to tell me, is this a good game? Is this a good one? Is there no group of death? But is this a good game? I don't know.
You got me. I guess like people are saying the U.S. it's a decent draw for them. The U.S. who I don't want to say has no chance to win.
Oh, we got no chance. What are we talking about?
80-1 to win the tournament. The favorites. Spain plus 450.
So no Spanish in Texas, right? We didn't get them. We got the Portuguese and the Argentinians.
Yeah. England plus 550. France plus 750.
Which would be my betting favorite.
Brazil and Argentina both 8-1. Portugal 10-1. Germany 12-1. And then you get into Netherlands 22, Norway 28, Italy 30, Belgium 40. You get into some pretty long shots after that. And if you're really, really, really feeling ballsy, Haiti.
There we go.
4,000-1.
I only pick teams, or I guess they're teams, countries, if they have a lion or some sort of mythological creature.
Okay.
That's
a kraken.
Something like that. A kraken, some kind of Serbian lion bird.
Vic, if you take one lottery dollar and bet it on Haiti to win the World Cup, and they do it, that's $4,000.
Nice.
Who can pass on that?
Count me in.
Blitz coming up at 2 from Top Golf in New Braunfels.